So. You're playing Doorman, huh?
Yeah.
So, one thing I already noticed here, you're doing, which is really bad, is you do this. This I do not like. Because when you go in a lane, right, you need to figure out who you're
Yeah.
playing against. For example, if you were to play against Holiday, where are you gonna do this build? Just an example.
Honestly, yeah.
You would? You don't think you need like grit or something?
I mean, yeah, grid is probably a good call.
Exactly right. And that's the issue here, because we're just queuing up items, right? And sure, to some extent, then you could say, okay, but then I will just go into the green tab and just click on the grid, right? And then put it in here. Yeah, but like, it is not as clear cut as this, because I also think Mystic Burst, for example, it's way more useful than extra charge first. Because you're trying to one-shot people with your bell. You don't really care if you have one more bell, right? And also, here, you're swapping, right?
Yeah.
You're doing all this preparation right here before you're even in the lane. That's also why I asked, right? Imagine you're playing against Holiday, right? Because you don't know until you're in lane. People can swap around as much as they want.
That's
and
true.
You even swapped here yourself. So that's bad. But it's not the biggest deal in the world. Do you do door max or do you do card max? So what do you do?
I do bell max into cart into Baroness into door.
Okay, okay. That's good.
I'm not
As
I'm
long
not
as you're
very a
not...
big
Yeah.
like door like user like shield wise. Like I use doors, right?
Yeah,
But I
I
don't
mean,
use it as like my main thing.
yeah, the biggest thing about doors as doorman in lane, I'm talking about lane specifically, is you kind of having the same trading pattern every single time, and you don't need your increased door range for that. If you look here, I
Yeah.
have the game open here, right? So on this like third point, right, you get extra range.
Yeah.
You don't on most fights. You don't actually need the third point. You don't. If you know if you know how long the range of the door is, you don't need this. So it's
Yeah.
good enough to just have 1 point in it most of the time. I would definitely recommend you though to have 2 points in card first for the lane. This is extremely important for lane, right? And then 1 point in ult, because that just helps you. Like it makes it way harder for the enemy to escape the Baroness, but also, right?
I mean, yeah,
It's
that's what I do.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Yeah,
use two bell, like I upgrade bell twice, and then I upgrade cart once, and then Baroness, and then max bell.
yeah. That's completely fine. I would definitely get 1 point in door though, in case.
Okay.
Because how you usually play Doorman in lane is you put down one door, right? And then you just wait until something happens, and then you put down the second door. Which, to some extent, you won't get punished for having the short duration. I'm not telling you to do it like the first thing, right? I'm not telling you to do it like the very first point. I'm not telling you that. Like, of course, we want these first and this point first, right? But after this, it's fine. Like, okay, then we can have like this point first and this point. Or if you feel like, okay, next fight might drag out, then maybe it's more important for you to have the extra duration on this rather than the 60 extra damage on the card, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then, of course, you can still max card after that. Because personally, what I would do is like I would do this first. I would get maybe 1 or 2 points here, right? Then 1 point here in a perfect world, and then the last point here, right? And then after this, I can choose. Okay, I'll probably max my belt, then I'll max my ult, right? And then I'll just max this last. And then if, for example, your team is struggling, right? Then instead of like this, you can get like the shield here. Like it's not cookie cutter every single game. There are differences that you can always change things. So
By the way,
that's
I
something.
swear to God, I'm not even joking. I have no idea how to unupgrade skill points.
You just click on it. Like if you
Like
have a
left
point
click
in
or
it,
right click.
then you just left click it again. It is a bit funky in the game though. For example, if you do an upgrade right and use your bell, you cannot unupgrade it again. Right? This is like this
Yeah.
for every character. So you need to do it like as soon as you're upgrading it, or if you have not done some damage, because with some abilities, even if you just deal damage, they also won't let you unupgrade them.
Yeah.
So that's something to keep in mind. But in the lobby here, you can just do whatever you want.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you have a bell down. Or sorry, whatever ability you use first. But I like this from you here. Generally speaking, though, I will say one thing. Even though I said I don't like what you're doing here, one of Doorman's strongest items is definitely opening rounds early with Mystic Burst. You can build this pretty much every single game and you will never get punished for it. But after this is where it's important, right? Because if, for example, you buy Grit here on the 4th item, now it's very easy for you to upgrade it to a Guardian Ward, right?
Yeah.
If your team needs it. And that also helps your teammate because it also gives ability range, as you can see, right? On the Guardian Ward. Gives ability range, right? That can help you also with, for example, extra draw range. You see it goes up by 4 meters.
6 meters.
Yeah, 4 meters. It's 50 by default. It goes up to 54. Right? So that can help you. But of course, like, this is pretty much cookie cutter every single game. This is like the strongest thing you do. And then after this, like, okay, I'm winning lane really hard. Okay, you can buy extra charge. Whatever the fuck you want, right? Do you want more damage? You know? You can just do something like this. It doesn't really matter to for the most part, right? It's just you need to think when you go in a game why you're buying or building certain items, right? Because, for example, if I'm building Holiday, or like if I'm against Holiday, right, and I'm building this, sure, you're gonna deal a bit more damage, but she's just gonna laser you and one-shot you, right? Like, you kind of need the extra defensive power. Yeah. You're making it very hard for yourself to aim here. I like that you're really fast on the flick. This is a very good habit to have. That you flick over fast and then you like kind of slow down. That's very good. But I don't like you looking at the bridge again. Like, why we're looking at the bridge here? Why are we not keeping our crosshair here? Imagine he peeks again. Then you can get a free left click, right? And sure, to some extent, it doesn't matter in this moment. Because if you're left clicking from here, he's still not going to take super amounts of damage, right?
Yeah, I was trying to hear if Drifter was on the other side.
But you can still hear him here, no? Like, even if you look at him with the crosshair, you can still hear him, no?
Yeah. Hang on, I have to turn up stream volume. This is shit.
Yeah,
right,
it's not super high, but it's fine. You see here? You see how hard you're making this for yourself? So here, looking at the bridge, right?
Yeah.
And then you have to insta-flick. But if you've just been here from the first point, like right here, you already had your crosshair here. If you still have it, right? You see how he's jumping into your crosshair there? Is it much easier to go from here to here rather from all the way over here to here?
Yeah.
Exactly, right? So it's really.
I mean, that's what you said in Martin's video too, like crosshair placement.
Exactly. Crosshair placement is so important. It doesn't like the time to kill in this game is not like Valorant or Counter-Strike. I completely agree. But there's no point in trying to make it harder for yourself. There's absolutely no point. If you already know at least one person is here, why are you not just keeping your crosshair here, right? Like, why are we doing all this funky shit? Same here, right? So here we're looking here. What we're looking here for? And then here, boom, you see? Then you flick over here. Do you need to flick over here in order to walk down like this? No, you can still keep your crosshair in this direction, right? And sure, now you're doing it. Now you are doing it right here. Here you go out for no reason, then you go back in. But couldn't we just have had our crosshair here the whole time?
Yeah.
Don't like the way you're positioning here. You should definitely be standing next to this wall. Like, we're standing in the open, right? Like, if I was the enemy Wraith, I would just walk a bit out here and then I would just shoot you. I would just shoot you in the face. Like, this is really bad.
Yeah.
You see how you stay? Like, you're not using walls at all. Like, there's so many times this guy could be hitting you. And sure, he doesn't have bullets, right? But if he's a better player, he's also going to pay attention to that.
Yeah.
And also, you're standing in front of the minion here. On top of that. So you're tanking the minion. See?
Oh, yeah, I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, that's really bad. There, it's really good. What I don't like here is you're not already here. You should already be here. Because this lane, are you all in or you poke? Like, do you have better poke than they do? You have better poke than they do, right? So you want to make sure that every single time you have an angle to poke them, you need to be there perfectly. Now, something that is very unique for Doorman is your left click pierces through people.
Yeah, just like Page.
Yeah, just like Page, right? Now, it has a higher velocity than Page, I'm pretty sure, from what I remember.
Yeah.
So it's easier to shoot people through, right? But here, right? Sure. You can argue here that you want to stand close to this wall because you want to go to the next area, right? Because imagine you can hit both this minion and Wraith through him, right? That's perfectly fine. But here, we're standing open, we're doing neither. This is the best corner to be at because it's a right-hand peak, right? This is the best corner to be at if you're thinking ahead. And both are valid, right? But here, once again, right, we're not thinking. Because after this, right, then you walk to the left, and now you're walking back to the right? That doesn't make a lot of sense. Because what I would want to do here, right, instead of not thinking, is your goal in this lane is to poke, right?
Yeah.
What is the easiest way for you to poke?
Bell.
Yeah, but like, what is the prerequisite? Like, can you just throw a bell right now and make sure you hit him?
No, I guess positioning.
No. Yeah, first of all, it's positioning, right? But what is the other thing? Like, what are they shooting?
Just shooting.
Yeah, they're shooting the minions, right? They need to have an angle on the
I guess
minions in
shoving.
order to shoot them,
Yeah.
right? So already here, I'm thinking I need to be here first of all if I want to kill this one, because I don't think I don't mind that you're killing this one at all. I don't mind whatsoever. But I already want to be here, right? Because then now I want to reposition over here. Because if I can get an angle here on both this and her at the same time, I can both shoot them and I can throw a bell through both this and her, right? To deal damage to both. Because look what happens here, right? You didn't hit this one with the through thing,
Impact.
you know? Yeah, with the impact, right? You only did it with the big circle explosion.
Yeah.
And also, if you had a better angle, right? Because if you were here before, you would have seen Wraith walk here. You can instantly one and left click at the same time. You would hit both this and her at the same time with both the one and the left click, right? Oh, sorry, yeah, with the one and the left click. Here, I don't mind what you're doing, but it's also kind of bad at the same time because you're not paying attention. What is the most important thing in a lane?
Yeah, not getting denied or like getting souls.
Exactly, right? And at the same time, you have another job. You have two jobs. Everyone has this job is last hit minions, right?
Yeah.
That's the most important job and everyone should be doing that, right? The second job is you. What do you need to do specifically? Well, you have a very poke heavy lane, so your next objective is poke.
Yeah.
Okay? So wouldn't we want to situate ourselves in the lane to get the most value from both, right? And this is something we're not doing here. Because there's absolutely no reason here, right? You see this minion, it's getting low. Why would she not peek it? What if we were already here, right? You would know. And this is the perfect timing for you to try and land a Q on her. Sorry, a 1. It's because I come from League sometimes, right? You land a 1, right? On her. Because you know she's going to peek it. And if she is not peeking because you throw a 1, that means you can deny her, right?
Yeah.
That's guaranteed. Either she gets the soul confirm and she gets hit by you, or she dodges your poke and you get the soul deny, right? It's either or. That's why it's so important when you go in here. This is just wishful thinking. If she was smart, she would know you're right here, jerking off, doing absolutely nothing, and she would not be walking up. Imagine she was right here. Would you be able to hit her with the bell while she's taking the minion up here, the soul? No.
No.
You wouldn't. Positioning is extremely important. Because look here, right? Also, we're not paying attention. Our other goal lane. Last hit. Why are we not walking this way around, right? Because here, once again, we can shoot her through. That's unique for your character, right?
Yeah, I probably could just light melee
Yeah.
to the...
Yeah, I mean, first of all, you could have light melee character. That's not the point, right? You see here, now you got denied. For absolutely no reason.
Yeah.
And it's even worse now in the first wave to get denied, because if you get at least one deny on someone, you or them cannot buy. And when you're the people that are that are trying to snowball and trying to get ahead, right? It's super important that you're keeping up.
Yeah.
And you have the advantage to get ahead because you're the poke lane. They need to all in order to get a favorable fight. Here, I like what you're doing here, to some extent. You're purposely dashing over here to this to keep cover from the Wraith. I like what you're doing here. Nice. You see, you can do a right-hand peek if you want to, right?
Yeah.
There's absolutely no problem here. But what I want you to do here is, I don't want you here to reload. This is a really bad reload. Or any of your minions about to die.
No.
No. So there's no reason for you to reload right now. Because if you were, if they were to be about to die, right, you would need to look for punish again, right? Because if they're hitting your minions, for example, the soul confirms, or like just hitting them to last hit them, right? You would want the most magazine you can in order to shoot
If
them.
I had 1 bullet.
Yeah. But what I want you to do here, something you're not paying attention to, right, is look at your bell cooldown. What you want to do in lane is use your bell on cooldown. That's what you want to do. Now you reload as soon as you get your bell. So now we're delaying our bell like 2 seconds.
Yeah, I really don't. I like to always like try to get full value of my bell by hitting impact.
Yeah, but bro, here, right? Instead of reloading here, wouldn't it be much better to walk over here right now with that single shot, and if someone shows, you just instantly bell them and then you reload?
Yeah, I guess so.
That's why I say there's no minions that's about to die, so you're under no pressure right now to reload. If these were low, if these minions were low, these two, what you're doing here is completely fine, because you want to line up your reload for when they're about to die, because then you can punish the hardest, right? But if you wait, shoot, and use your bell, now all of a sudden you're reloading while you don't have your bell up, good. Right? Because then we're cycling both our cooldowns at the same time, and also they're not about to die, right? So you're also using time efficiently there. This is fine, technically, what you're doing, right? But we could have done this like 3 seconds earlier. Now, if you want to argue here that you also want to hit the minions at the same time, you could even do it now, right? Because here the minions are here, right? You could hit them too here.
Yeah.
You see, this is also bad reload.
Yeah. I like to be full ammo most of the fights I take. It's kind of a habit I have.
Yeah, but that's really bad, right? Here, I don't like this reload at all. Also, this is fine. This is not fine.
Yeah, I thought I could.
Because now you're but now you're about to reload while this is 1 HP. This is really bad.
Yeah. I realized it after too.
Yeah. Because the only reason why this minion didn't die to this minion here is because this guy walked in. You see here?
Yeah.
Change target.
Yeah, Drifter I think walked in.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he did.
Drifter made a change target. That's the only reason why. Oh, that was a scary fucking punch, bro.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, like this guy, if he was not a complete dumbass, he would have countered there.
Yeah, he would have parried.
That is extremely scary to do that punch. Now you didn't get you didn't get punished for it, but what I would do here if I were you, I was just light melee. I would just light melee, honestly. That is a much safer play, because then he can also not counter you randomly. Because 8 out of 10 games, especially if you're higher rank, this guy will counter that with a heavy melee.
I don't know what I expected to get parried. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Now, we're doing exactly what we want. We're keeping our health relatively high, and we're making them low, right? This is the advantage of having a poke lane. And to some extent, this from the enemy team is they can't do anything about it. This is how the lane works. Like, if they never walk up for any minions, they will never get the last hits. You will get all of the denies, right? So they need to push sometimes to do something, and that's when is the highest chance for you to actually hit someone. Like, did you play League?
Yeah.
Yeah. If I just go here, right? I just search Syndra Chovy. Yeah, we can do this guy too, right? If we just see lane real quick, I hope there's a lane phase. Here, right?
Yeah.
See? First of all, he wants to hit both. This is exactly like the bell, right? He wants to hit both if he can. And also, If he walks up to the minion now, then he will punish. There he misses, because he's a bit of a dumbass, right?
Yeah.
But that's fine. How now he has Q again. If this guy walks up, you see? Then he hits him with the auto attack. Now, in a perfect world here, what he would have done is as soon as he's locked in his Q animation, he would press Q, right? It's undodgeable. This is the exact same mentality you should have when you're playing Doorman, right? Why would you not hit him when it's guaranteed, right?
Yeah.
This is also the same thing if you, for example, play Ivy, right? If you're playing against the Billy as Ivy, right? Would you rather just randomly use your stone form on the Billy? Or would you do it when, for example, he's pressing his 1? When he's pressing his charge up, right? You know exactly where he will be, right?
Yeah.
Why would you not do it when he's locked in animation? It's guaranteed then. Nice, good. Let me see here. You see, this is also another thing with your aim, right? That you're making it a bit harder for yourself. You know exactly where he is. Why are we looking at the floor, bro? When we're going in, why are we looking at the floor here? See? If he was in the door, where is his head gonna be? It's gonna be up here, right?
Yeah.
If we see him down here, isn't his head gonna be up here?
Yeah.
So what we're looking so far down? The only guy you will ever hit with a headshot here if it's the Viper going down a ramp or something.
Yeah.
Because you see how hard you make it for yourself. You need to flick for absolutely no reason. Right here, you see? Now, of course, it was a perfect flick, right? You flicked instantly on him, but again, it was also not a headshot you flicked to. You flicked to a body shot, right?
Yeah.
I think upgrading card here is fine. Absolutely. Here, once again. We're reloading while we're walking. This is fine. Nice. Oh, you should have caught him there, bro. Remember,
yeah.
you're the poker, right?
I was trying to see it. I was trying to see if I could maybe like go a little behind him and cart him into tower.
Yeah, but that's wishful thinking, bro, right? You're the poke lane. Do you care if, like, wouldn't you much rather just poke him here and get a stun on the wall and just hit him with another left click? Than, like, trying to get behind him to maybe get him onto turret, which you're not even gonna do, right? If you stand here and you cart him, he's gonna land, like, up here. He's gonna get hit by, like, a tiny bit of the tower even. So that's just terrible. You should always look for the poke if you can, right? When it's guaranteed. And that was guaranteed. He was legit next to you. And what was he?
Reloading, too, I saw it.
No? What did I just talk about with Billy? What is he?
Oh yeah, he's all in.
No. He is
Wait.
right here. Can he move his character?
No.
No, he's locked in animation. So it's a guaranteed hit.
I guess he's also reloading too, so he can't really do anything about it.
Yeah, and he can't do anything about it, right? Because also, if you stun him on the tower, right here, if you stun him on this, you will reset his reload timer. And then you could have kept poking him.
Well, it's not stun. The card is not stun.
Oh. It's not? I thought it was.
Yeah, the T3. T3 is stun.
Oh, it's the T3, right? Yeah. But either way, it's still good.
Yeah. He gets impact. He gets damaged impact. But...
Yeah. But it's still good either way. Yeah, we cannot be losing that minion also. This is fine what you're doing. I would like for you to one-shot this though. Already here. Like again, right? First of all, let's say that you're here. Right? You cart him now. Right here. Here you cart him. Guaranteed. Then you do a couple of left clicks and then you fuck off. Because you need to be there on the spawn of the camp at 2 minutes. There's no reason to do it later. You're under no pressure right now. There's only one minion up. Right? There's only one minion up that you need to be able to last hit. And if your teammate cannot do that for you, then I don't tell you. Because here we're 3 seconds late, right? And then we're just chilling. We're just like doing nothing, right? Because the longer you delay here, the more time they have to rotate over to the camp. You don't want to give them a chance if you can't, right?
Yeah.
You want to make sure it is uncounterable. And now you do it, right? You see? And you also use your bell for it, which is the last thing we want to do, because what are we? We're a poke lane, right? We're super healthy.
Yeah.
Why would we use our bell here on the camp rather than them? They're already low, right?
Yeah.
We want to keep pressuring them. Because this bell could mean that the next heal minion they get is complete cancelled, right? Because your bell right now does like 100 damage, right? If it's both impact and the explosion at the same time, right? It's about 100 damage. We're not talking about if you actually hit your left click also. We're only talking about the bell. At this point in the game, if they get a heal minion, if they share it, it's like 90 to like 100 health, right? You literally just cancel out this heal by doing that. Because what's going to happen now, right? If they get the heal, now they're going to be here, right? And then if we fuck up again, not hitting our bell, oh, now they're going to be here on the next one, right?
Yeah.
We want to keep the pressure up. I don't like, again. I know there's no one here, right? But like, again, we're standing in the open. Just hitting it.
Yeah.
Walk here, bro. There's absolutely no reason to not walk there. And the reason why I want you to walk here now, instead of, for example, standing over here, is because you have no bell.
Yeah.
Now, if you had a bell here, sure, it's fine to stand here, because you can always pressure 1 and then shoot it, right? But you don't have a bell.
This was a goofy drifter play. That's good.
That's cool.
No, this guy.
That was kind of funny. I can't lie.
That was kind of funny.
Nice. I like that. Good shit, bro. But imagine how much easier this dive would have been if you had already done 100 more damage to them.
Yeah.
Right? Now, I'm not saying you're gonna hit both of them with the bell, but then maybe you'd only hit one, right? We could either say either you hit both with the explosion, or you hit one of them with the impact and the explosion. That's about the same damage, right?
Yeah.
This would have been so much easier done. And if he's gonna give you a free kill like this, sure, man, I'll fucking take it. But you should definitely be going to the side here to counter the turret.
Yeah, parry.
This is a bit greedy. Because here, like, you see how much damage you're also taking from the minions.
Yeah.
Like, if I were you here, you know the minions are here. Walk here.
Yeah.
They can no longer see you, right? You walk over
I
here, and then
figured
you shoot
like
them.
Mirage was fighting Wraith, so I could maybe like pull off the minions for a little bit, so he doesn't take as much damage.
Oh, sure.
But
Sure, to some extent. I can see that, right? If your argument is here, I'm gonna tank the minions right here. I'm gonna tank the minions from my Mirage. Like, you see how much damage you're taking here?
yeah.
Okay. But if you're saying, I'm gonna tank the minions here to not make my Mirage low, sure. But what is the next thing you should be doing then?
Just recalling.
Yes, you should
But like
just go
not
back to
taking
base.
damage. Yeah.
Yeah, you should just go back to base then. And then you give him solo heal, right?
I don't remember.
Perfect.
Did I even go back to base here? I don't even remember.
Well, I hope so. What is the things we want to do in this lane? We want to poke, right?
Yeah.
And we want to secure souls. If you're low, can you ever poke them very easily?
No.
No, exactly, right? So your first order priority here
Especially
should be,
like Drifter, who just insta kills you.
yeah. And also, right, they have more burst than you do, right? Like, you have the long poke, but they have the burst, which also helps them in the all-in, right? If you're already this low, if this guy hits 2 cords on you, and the Drifter has, like, his Stalker's Mark on you, aren't you just dead?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no skill required to it. You're dead, bro. That's why you need to be healthy. Because I don't like this minion you're doing here. Here you should already be back. You should be sliding down and then edge boosting on the doorway to get out faster, right? That's what you should be doing. Does this minion here? Let me show you. 56, 29. Is that 80 souls worth it? For you to delay your your base by like 5 seconds? Is that worth it?
Probably not. I mean,
No.
maybe in the early game.
No, it's not,
But
because the wave is already
probably
spawning, bro.
is. Yeah.
The wave is already spawning. If you're not here on this wave, what is the enemy gonna do?
They're just gonna shove.
They're just gonna shove, and what else are they gonna do?
Probably maybe all in Mirage.
Yeah, but he's full HP, so they're probably not gonna do
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Is there anything
actually,
else
it's
they
a
could be
four.
doing?
Boxes.
Yeah, right? They could be doing boxes. So what you want to do, especially when you're the stronger lane and the poke lane, is you want to minimize as much time the enemy has freedom. You want to make sure that you're the one running the lane, okay? You want to make sure here that you're recalling instantly because you will already be here now, right? Sure, you will still be a bit late. You will still be a bit late. That's completely fine. But at least you're minimizing the room for where these guys could do something by like 5 seconds, right? Right? That matters. That matters a lot. Because if you do it multiple times, all of a sudden they have up to a minute to do whatever the fuck they want. I like that door from you. I will say one thing when you're playing Doorman. Pretty much every single lane, it plays out the exact same. Always put your door here, and then you just keep the second door for when something happens, right? Where you need to use the door. You don't ever want to open it just randomly. So this is good. I like this a lot. And it doesn't matter which lane you're playing in, this door is always the best one. The one going to the Guardian. Because look here, now we're so late, right? Now, if you're then saying, okay, you should be back in base now, right? Ish.
Yeah.
Now, we're back in base. Now we have options. Are we gonna get back for this wave? Probably not. So then you can say like, okay, what if I just give up this next wave then? Because they already have prio. They already do, right? They already have prio. And then I just take a bunch of boxes on the way down. And then I'm there for the next one, right? You have that option. But the problem here is you're so slow with this recall, going back to base, that the next wave is spawning soon. Right? You see? They're spawned.
Yeah.
But you already be here, right? Doing boxes. If you were to do the other thing.
Yeah.
So this matters so much. It matters so much. Now, another reason why I also enjoy very much that you went back to base here is if you were to stay in lane, right? And you were this HP, right? What is the next item you need to buy?
What do you mean?
Like if you're the
if I was 200 HP and
here,
like
right?
in base.
Here. If you were here with this HP, let's just say you were ditch HP, right? Because you were sharing the health, you were sharing the heal with Mirage, right? You're this HP-ish.
Yeah.
You would then gain 800 souls, right? Do you need to buy anything with those 800 souls in order to stay in lane?
Yeah, probably a green.
Exactly, right? But we are the guys that are poking, right? We want to poke. Yeah. So we don't want to buy greens unless it's absolutely necessary, right? Why would I ever want to buy extra regen here over, for example, Mystic Burst? I can just go back to base, now I'm full HP, and then my next item will be Mystic Burst instead. That's also why it's so important you need to recognize when you need to recall. Especially when you're playing poke lanes. Because if you're using all your economy on greens early on as a poke lane, you're just gonna be way worse at poking, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not gonna talk with you about like, oh, technically you would have had more souls now if you were to do boxes on the way back, because we are so far behind on our tempo right now. But in general, right, like we would probably have, if we're being generous to the enemy team, you would probably have 100 more souls, right?
Yeah.
Like technically you could have more than that, way more. But like, let's just be generous.
Like
you
probably
have
like
1.2k
maybe.
Yeah, right. So here you see him, right? This also I don't like. Again, you know exactly where he is. Here, you see him right there. Why have you already not already preset our crosshair over here? You know where he is, right?
Mm.
You see, now you're making it so hard. Like, sure, no matter what here, you need to kind of flick, right? No matter what. And you're technically on him right now, which is good, right? But I just want you to see it already here. Already here, I want to see it, because you literally see where he is, right?
Yeah.
It should be right here, your crosshair right now, because you know exactly where he is. Because now you're like, and then, oh shit, we need to go back. When the whole time you could have already been on him, and that makes this one so much harder for you. Again, Is this a good bell?
Nah, probably not, but I figured it'd be okay since I was buying extra charge.
Yeah, but wouldn't we rather have 3 bells to hit them instead of
Yeah.
2? Exactly, right? Because what are we?
Poke.
Exactly, we're the poke lane. You could technically say here, okay, but I'm saving like 2 seconds on this camp by doing this, sure. But your bell is not 2 seconds, bro. It's not a 2-second cooldown.
It's not. I think it's 17 something.
Yeah, right. It's 18 seconds, right?
Oh,
So
yeah.
we're saving 2 seconds on the camp to sit and wait 16 seconds for the next bell. That is not worth, bro. That is not worth whatsoever. Now, another thing about poke lanes, right? Generally, what do you do when you're the poke lane? You will have prio usually, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Another thing, what happens when you're very off tempo and shit like that? They might be able to get the neutrals. And what I mean by the neutrals is neutral boxes and shit. You should never lose neutral boxes when you're the poke lane. Pretty much never. If you lose the neutral boxes as the poke lane, that means you fucked up. Okay? Because the first thing I see here when I'm walking out here is, oh, there's boxes right here, there's boxes right there, and then there's boxes in the house, right? That's the very first thing I'm paying attention to. Okay, I will not say too much to this about your aim here. I think your aim is fine here for the most part. You're walking over there to get a good angle on the dash. Here you're just whiffing a bit. So whatever. You see, already here, right? Isn't she out?
Yeah.
Now, if you were to walk forward here, if you had the bell, because you didn't use it in camp, sure. What you're doing here is technically okay, but you don't have a bell, bro. Can you poke them? Realistically?
No, probably not.
No. So, what should you be doing here? When this minion is dead, what is the first thing you should be thinking?
I'll be back and maybe take the boxes, the neutral boxes.
Well, yeah, you're not gonna go back, but yeah, you should just take the boxes, right?
Yeah, like back to shop, I mean.
Yeah, that's the very first thing you should be doing. But look here, we walk up here to what? See, now we lost another second of doing nothing. And we also didn't take this box, you see? Because what do you need to be back for? When do you need to be back? In lane being active.
When the wave hits.
When the wave hits, right? Look what's happening now. See, you're gonna let it in wave. Now, we can argue, okay, but Mirage is not here. Yeah, but do you need Mirage for you to hit a bell on this guy right now that is punching minions?
No.
No, you don't. And also, this is also something that's really OP about Doorman, right? If you're here right now, belling him, what might he do? He might try and jump on you, right?
Yeah.
But you have this.
I do have door, yeah.
Yeah, you have Door. Your character is extremely OP in lane for that exact reason. Now, thank God we got some of the boxes, right? But isn't this complete off tempo? We should be the ones hitting the wave right now. I don't care if my Mirage is not here. I don't care. Because their Drifter's also not here. Otherwise, he would already show it and already be pushing, right? So it's a 1v1. You're 1k souls up on him. And you're giving him prio right now? Huh? Why are we giving the guy with 1k souls less than us prio? You see, and all this because we're so off tempo, not thinking. Because this box over here should also already be dead. This one should already be dead, and the one there should also already be dead, if we were more efficient. Because now, what I'm thinking, right, is, oh shit, I need to push this wave as fast as possible, and then I need to go take this box right here, because it's a neutral box. I don't want to give it to my Wraith, or to the Wraith, right? One thing I will say here, though, I do not like that you are focusing this minion right here. I don't like this. And also, this minion is about to die. There's absolutely no reason for you not to try and hit this minion.
Oh, yeah.
Is this about to die? No, it's not. So there's absolutely no reason for you not to try and hit that first. Also, this guy's already shooting at you, right? At the moment.
Yeah.
So why are we making it easy for him? Isn't it much harder, for example, let's say that we are focusing this minion over here. Is it much harder for him to take his aim from you all the way over here?
Yeah.
It's a much steeper angle, right? Compared to here. Is it just, oh, I'm shooting this guy. Let me just move it like 5 centimeters on my screen up to this. Of course, I'm trying to make it from his angle, right? Because from his angle, it's a much steeper angle. It's like about this, right? Boom. Oh,
yeah.
Let me go there. Oh, let me go there, right? Instead of being like, bang. Oh, let me go all the way over here. You see how much harder this is?
Yeah.
That's why. Again, which direction is he shooting?
Like in my direction, or like the minion, pretty much.
Yeah, he's shooting the minion next to you, right? Right? So why are we focusing on this one? First of all, you're full HP. Another bad thing about shooting the heal minion. But second of all, is it really hard for him to just stop hitting this and then just instantly go to this and then back to this or back to you? No. You're in the same like vicinity on the screen, right? Would be much better for you to be shooting this one. Because he also doesn't have an angle on it. Then he needs to go further out. That means it's easier for you to hit a bell. Yeah. So this is a very big mistake, because now we also didn't use the heal of the minion at all. Now, on level 6, oh sorry, on level 7 is when you get your ult. Do you generally want to use your ult on cooldown, or do you want to hold it?
I kind of want to. I mean, I guess since we're ahead, I could probably just insta-rip it.
Yeah, but when you're playing Doorman, right, you would want to use your ult as much as possible, right? It's not like Mirage where you want to hold it for a good moment, right?
Yeah.
Exactly, you want to rip it. So what I don't like here is you putting a point in your card. Because if you're trying to kill someone with your door, isn't it much better to have the extra point in door, the extra point in ult to make it so much harder for them?
Yeah.
Because here, sure, it's 60 extra damage, right? But that's literally like almost the same as them not being able to get out of the Doorman ult, right? Plus, you're also removing a stamina, right? Which in turn is after they get out of the ult, they would be 1 stamina down on average, right? Which will also make it easier for you to catch them. Because you're pretty much always going to card them no matter what when they get out. So that is something I don't like here, that you're putting the point in your card. See, once again. What are we?
Oak.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be much better for you to go back to base right now?
Yeah, I guess I see. I mean,
shop,
the
right?
Mirage is coming. Yeah.
Yeah, like here, right? You should be shopping right now. Because now it's completely desynced, right? When do we want to be on the next wave? We want to be on it. Technically, we want to be on it like as soon as these minions dies, right? But the problem is, you kill this, then you go back to base, and then you go back in. So there's so much more distance you've used, rather than just go there now, then go back, then shoot this, and then the wave has already arrived, right? So then you're ready to shoot them instantly. Because look here, right? Now you're shooting this. First of all, we are reloading too early. See? 3 bullets. You see, you used 2 on it. Isn't that enough for your last magazine? You would be 0 magazine right now. And then also, even if you wanted to reload here, is it much more useful for you to reload while you're going back?
Yeah.
See, you're lining everything up. Going back to shop and reloading at the same time. So here, you see? Now, your Mirage is hitting the wave without you. When you're the poke lane. Right? And the Rift can just re-hit. Because you're late. I don't care if you missed the bell here, by the way. When you have more games on him, you will probably hit this in the future. So this does not matter if you miss it here. Like, because I can tell you, oh, you need to hit the spell, but you already know. I will not be unreasonable. But here, I would definitely say, as soon as you have your bell... Now, you see how much you're holding it? You held it for like half a second.
Yeah.
Where's he gonna run, bro? Right here. Where's he gonna run? Isn't he stuck in an animation right now? Sort of. I mean,
Yeah.
technically, he could be dashing midair, right? Technically. But then you wouldn't hit it either way. And also, I'm pretty sure if we're paying attention to his stamina, right? Because how many stamina does this guy have? Let's check.
I think
he has
it's
two.
free stamina. No, he has free.
He's free, yeah. So here he has one. He used one there. Here he doesn't have. So we don't know if he has 2 stamina right now or he used it to get over here. We have no clue. But either way, even if he's here or he's here, right? Or if he's down here. If he has stamina, he will get out of the bell, right? So I would much rather rip it right here.
Yeah.
Much rather, right? That's the highest chance of you to actually hit him, and also you're using it on cooldown, right? Here, again, use it instantly, bro. You see how long we're holding it? Oh, we didn't use it. Why did we not use it? You see? Why we're not using it?
Yeah, I don't know what was going through my head that moment.
Because it's not like you have a lot of burst as Doorman, right? Because look here, right? When you use your bell, it goes on a 6-second cooldown, right? It's not like you can use 2 bells in very quick succession. That you can't do that. You literally can't do that. Now look here, right? This is exactly what we talked about. He's stuck in a corner hitting this, right? Now he has to choose between either going back, dodging the bell, or losing the soul, right? It's the perfect time to do it, you see? You did the exact correct thing. But you should have done this the whole game, not just the 5 minutes to 5 seconds. Once again. Are we reloading? We have 5 bullets left. Because, look here, right? Are we reloading? Well, no, bell is coming off cooldown.
Yeah.
You can also be so much more aggressive, right? Like, you have your door, bro. You're playing Doorman. Why are you not up here, right? You see, imagine here, you just went under the tower with 1 point in your ult and just pressing ult on the Wraith, right? It would be so much harder. Oh, you're doing it. Nice. Good job, bro. Bit late, though. You should already be doing it here. You're just giving him more time. Now, if you want to argue you're doing it as soon as the heal minion dies, sure. But I still would rather do it instantly. To not give him a chance. Again, we're not using our bell, bro. Look. Off cooldown. Why have we not already placed it? Here. You see, it should be right here, right now, right?
Yeah.
So that's bad. Because, look here, right? As soon as this next bell comes off cooldown, you'll be able to use it right now. Wouldn't that also help your Mirage getting out? Of course it would. And from what I remember, let me just double check. I don't want to say something that's wrong. Yeah, it gives a move speed reduction.
Yeah, it does give move speed.
And weapon inaccuracy. Wouldn't that have been so much better for him also? Because you see here, like, you're probably using it anyway, right? You see? But it should have been done so much earlier. Because this guy would have gotten his ult off. Oh.
I don't know why they didn't chase here, by the way.
Yeah.
I think I still die here, though. Because Yoshi said I couldn't close my door.
Well, I mean, to be fair, like, this character with, like, instant door closing was completely OP. You see here, you ended up doing the exact thing I told you, right? But now you did it late, and now you didn't get the full value of the cooldown also, because it also gives 20% cooldown reduction, right?
Yeah.
If you look here, see? Instead of getting 20 seconds off, we only got 14. And that can matter, right?
Yeah.
When it's a character we want to use her ult on cooldown, it can really matter.
I think he still dies here though, so I guess it was okay. And Mirage gets his full solo wave, so I feel like that was an okay.
Yeah, I mean, sure, you can say it's okay, right? But it's not perfect.
Har du meget bestik herinde?
Yeah.
Ingenting?
Nej, jeg har taget ud.
Okay. Hej.
Okay, sorry about that.
Yeah, you good.
Like, it could be way better. I do not like this. Like, you should never die, right? At this point, I don't hate what you're doing here, but the problem is you have no ult, right?
Yeah.
Do you have any setup on this lane you're going to?
Well, I don't have door.
No, I'm talking about like the other characters. Like, does Shiv have any CC?
Yeah, he has poke.
Yeah, but
But
does he have CC?
CC, no.
No, right? So you don't have any setup going to this lane. So I don't know really why we're going here. Sure, you can argue, okay, I want to swap lanes, right? But bro, the guy is mid. He's not here, right? If your teammate went here and now there are two here, sure, then you can swap, right? But I don't know why we're going here at all, right? You have no setup. And we also didn't... never mind, you don't have a door. Now you put your door down. Yep, perfect. But wouldn't I rather want to be in the lane I'm already winning? Strong at? Like, look here.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, I figured that I should probably give Mirage solo lane.
Yeah, but laning's not over, bro.
They took mid tower.
Technically, they just took mid tower right now, right? I think. Oh no, it's already dead.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I figured I should probably just go.
But I would want to keep laning here with my Mirage. Because where are you the strongest right now?
I mean, I guess left side lane because they're really weak and just poking.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, they're really weak, right? And second of all, you also have some sort of synergy because you're both pokers, right? Now, sure, this guy is poke too, right? But they're ahead in souls. So now we're swapping to a lane here where you're about the same souls as them. He's less souls, right? Then instead of just staying with the guy that is already strong with you versus two people that are both less souls than you, right? Because now technically we're giving them freedom, right? We'll let him do whatever the fuck we want. Because Mirage, will he go hit any of this now? Because you left?
No.
No, he won't. Now, sure, technically this guy might go there now. Who's this character?
What?
Who's this?
Oh, that's Lash. That's Lash.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, I don't
think
mind.
it's the only custom skin I have right now.
Yeah, I don't mind if Lash goes here green. I don't mind, right? Because he has ult. So he can like do a setup with Mirage here. But the problem is, right? You see how long he's just laning himself now? Sure, he's 2k ahead. Sure. But wouldn't we want this guy to die again and then be even further ahead?
Yeah.
Of course we would. You're swapping to a lane that's already fucked, right? This is not how you win games. You don't win games. I don't think this is the correct door. Is it? I'm pretty sure the door you need to put here is up here. Up here. To build them into the turret. Because that also gives you a bit more leeway. Yeah, you don't have enough range.
Yeah, I also put it there so if they do like go through it, they have to like walk into walker range.
Well, yeah, but the problem is, right? The problem is, are the enemy team gonna walk here at all? Aren't they just gonna kill this and then fuck off?
Probably not.
Yeah, I mean, that's what they are, right? They're not gonna stay here. Yeah, they're just gonna kill this and fuck off, right? So I don't like this door for that reason. Because look, if you were trying to put your door down here, it would probably end like right here, right?
Yeah.
Something like that. Even further back, actually, if we look. It would end right here, right?
Yeah.
Will any of them ever walk over this line?
No, probably not.
No. They have no reason to.
I'm boosting yellow as well. We killed them all.
Now, a fight here happens for absolutely no reason. it is solo queue. So I mean, to some extent, it's good that you swapped here, right?
Yeah.
But we just don't need to. Because isn't it much easier for my Mirage to fuck up this guy if he has some setup? Of course it is, right?
Yeah.
You have ult, you have this, you have door in case something happens, right? You have bell to also poke. I just don't like the swap at all, because look how close it became. He pressed ult, he doesn't have an ult, right? Look how close. He might actually die here. Yeah, and he dies.
And then I fucked up.
You see? Then he died.
Yeah.
That would never happen if you were there, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if you give him solo lane. You have no setup here, right? When this fight started, here, right? Here, Shiv doesn't have any setup, so you can't really do anything. Only thing you do is like throw your bill and shit. Then Silver is coming. Does Silver have any setup to make this fight easier for you?
I mean, she has ult, and I guess she has Bola, so Infernos can
yeah,
run
but
away.
her ult doesn't set you up,
Yeah.
right? And also, she needs setup in order to use her ult effectively, right? Like, if anybody is stunned while she's ulting, isn't it much easier for her to do her thing? Of course it is, right?
Yeah.
Or it doesn't have to even be a stun. It just has to be like a displacement or something, right?
I mean,
You are the
yeah,
setup for her, right?
Yeah. I mean, I maybe I got kind of baited because Mirage calmed that. Yeah, we killed them all. That because he's coming
Yeah,
back.
that was
for
a
HP.
shiv. I'm pretty sure that was a shiv. Yeah, that was a shiv that
Yeah,
calmed down.
Shiv. Yeah.
But here, right? What is the only setup you have?
Nothing.
Well, I mean, you have
I
your
guess
own
door.
setup, right? You have your own, you have your own setup to some extent, right? But first of all, like,
Yeah.
our door is not where it should be, but it
Yeah.
wouldn't really matter for this fight. Even if it was here, you would not be able. I think it wouldn't go this far. We can actually go check it.
What? I mean, you mean at the other spots? Where
Are
I
you
put it
using this on your bell
No.
or on door? Yeah, that's good.
first? Oh.
Yeah, it's fine.
No.
This is the wrong lane, actually. But, I mean, it's the same thing, right? You see?
Oh, it was green lane. It was.
Was it?
Actually, no. Wait,
No,
I don't even know what.
We're Hidden King, bro.
Oh yeah, the Hidden King. My bad.
Oh, no, sorry, we're Archmother. Sorry. Not Hidden King.
Shall we?
See? It would hit here.
Yeah.
Need to be your guide.
Even for that fight, it wouldn't matter, right? But it would have been closer at least.
Yeah.
Because if we were to use your other door, which was here-ish, right? Like that?
Second pillar. Yeah, second
Yeah.
pillar.
Time to get
You see? It would be that door right there. That wall right here.
Yeah.
door. I need to think fast.
And they're never gonna walk up there, right?
We killed them all.
So your
Yeah.
door is just useless for this fight. Either way. But,
Killed them all.
benefit of the doubt, right? Benefit of the doubt. If you were to use your door or your wall here, right? Or your door, would that also be better for your silver? He can just run out?
Yeah.
Exactly, right? Now, you are the setup for your silver, but you also kind of need setup yourself, right? If you would love to have it if you could, right? And who can do that on your team?
Maybe like I mean Lash. Maybe Haze as
Well,
well. Sleep
yeah.
Dagger.
Yeah, I'm talking
NATO.
about Haze here, right? Not
Yeah.
not Lash, because Lash is not here. We don't care about
Yeah,
this guy.
Lash
We
is-
don't care about this guy, right? And ideally, of course, you should have been here in the first place, so this guy doesn't die. But
Yeah.
for this fight, this guy, it's good that he comes here because he's your setup now, right? He has his knife.
Yeah.
But the problem is, right?
Boosting yellow as well.
Imagine this guy says, "I'm boosting here as well," right? That's the shiv. Your Haze didn't say a single word. Couldn't the Haze just have walked here instead? Or here? Then you wouldn't have any setup, right?
Yeah.
You're just lucky that your Haze went for this fight. Because here, what I see
This way, please.
is I see your Silva is walking in 1v3, which is really stupid. But at least she's walking in, right? And when she gets here, the fight is already over, is what I'm thinking. This fight will end in the next 5 seconds. See, right? Fight
Yeah.
over, right? To some extent. Did this guy need to go back in? This guy?
No.
No, of course.
I
he
mean,
didn't.
Hayes was invis, I think, on zip.
But yeah, but bro. Here, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if Hayes is in this here or not, right? This guy didn't need to go in here. He didn't.
Yeah.
You just got 3 kills for fun. 4
I
kills
mean,
even,
4
maybe.
kills. Yeah, we killed Apollo, but I died for it. And
But
I got
honestly,
30.
I don't mind if you die. Doesn't matter if you die here. But look, like, now the game is just so fucked, right? Sure, you got 4 kills. But that's wishful thinking, right?
Yeah.
And also, if it's wishful thinking, that means that most of the time they won't die like this, like they just did, right? That means the problem here is this guy died, right?
Yeah.
Let's be generous to say, even if your haste didn't show up, right? You might still get 1 kill, which you did. He chomped the head off this guy, right? But then it's still a 1-for-1, right? But do we want the guy that's supposed to be carrying the late game with damage? Do we want him to get behind again? No. We wanted to stay ahead, right? He's already ahead. Because now, look how much freedom she's getting when he died. Look here.
Yeah.
6.6 to 4.3. Now he dies. Now she's 4.9. Now look here, right? Because there's no one to stop her. Look how many souls she gets. 5, 5.1, 5.2, 5.3, right? And she can now go take camps, right?
Yeah.
It's just so dog shit for the game. And somehow we're still fighting here. What the fuck is going on, man?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, well, we kill 4 people here, and then they're like fucking going back and fighting and shit like that. I mean, to be fair, your character kind of thrives on chaos, so this is actually good for you that you're perma-fighting. Like, this is kind of the point in the game where you're the strongest, right? After you get your ult. I know you have ult on cooldown right now, but this is kind of the strongest point in the game, right? Where you have, where you have your door, you have your ult, you have shit like that, right? You have cord, right? Because at any point later in the game, they can like build stamina mastery, you know, shit like that, enduring speed. Like most of them won't have enduring speed and stamina mastery right now, so it's much easier for you to hit combos on them.
Yeah.
So you thrive in these kind of fights that are so early in the game. Okay. Let's talk about your aim again. So here, you did that, Rod. You did that. But this guy we're focusing, right? So why are we looking here?
I didn't see him at first. I don't know why, but then I looked at him.
Okay, but you can even see him on the minimap, bro.
Yeah.
Like, sure, you can argue here. No, I'm looking for the furnace. Yeah, bro. Like, yeah. He's out, man. You should instantly go on this guy with your crosshair. Because again, you're making it so much harder for yourself, right? You see, we should never miss that first left click. And also, the way you're aiming here is like you're doing right? We just fast,
Yeah.
slow. Fast, slow. And I can show it again. Oh shit, I'm doing it from the other side so I don't die to the turn. Here. Fast, slow, right? Fast, slow.
Yeah.
Fast, slow. I know it's not the same angle, but it's the same principle. See, like we're fucking ourselves over. First of all, you know when you're doing like a diagonal dash, right? You go further. You know that, right?
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah. But what you keep doing is you do this. See, you keep doing this. Let me put on no. Keep doing this
Yeah.
instead of doing this. See. This you're not doing. You keep doing this. Oh, let me go this way. Oh, let me go this way. Oh, let me go this way. Right. Instead of just doing like this. You see? Right there. See? Instead, you would have a diagonal dash, which also would be a bit further. It would be further. And if you're aiming this guy, wouldn't your diagonal dash already go this way?
Yeah.
Exactly, right? So then we would also be keeping our crosshair on him. That would have made this build so much easier to hit, right? Because now we're just late. Also, once again, shouldn't we already be belling here?
Yeah, I didn't bell right there. I don't know why
Exactly,
I
right?
didn't.
You see, we need to use it. You're holding it way too much. I don't give a fuck if you miss your bell. Like this bell, it doesn't matter if you miss it to some extent. Of course, here it is aim reason why you miss it. Because you're just so late, because you need to keep catching up to him with your mouse, right?
Yeah, I was
But-
kind of hoping he went up the stairs so I could just cart him back.
Yeah, but here, right? Like, is there any reason for him not to do a edge boost here?
I guess not.
Yeah, exactly, right? There's
How is
no-
it? How did that not hit, by the way?
Well, you're too slow. Your grandma hands.
Actually,
You see? You throw it after.
yeah, but did you see that? For like
Yeah,
a split second,
yes,
he
I
was
saw.
in range.
I saw. Don't worry, I saw. But he's still out, bro.
What?
He's still out. Also, I'm pretty sure that debuff right there has a duration. You see how even though he's out, he's still marked as having it? But you see the explosion is here? Because it
Yeah.
probably has, just like in League, it probably has a short duration of like 0.25 seconds.
Yeah.
So it looks like he's still in range, but he's not. It's just lingering. Right.
Yeah.
So that's why it still looks like that. I don't know what you're doing here. Here, flick, and then see here, for some reason we flick on him, okay. And then you're like doing some wobbly shit. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Well, let me see. Can I go back? I can. Oh my god, it's gonna take some fucking time, bro. Ooh. Oh my god. It's actually stopped working. I'm gonna pause it and then I'm gonna go forward. 1 frame at a time. Here. Boink. Okay. So here, we're going on him. We do a flick here. Sure, you're going down the stairs, but look, you're on him. Nice. You missed, doesn't matter. But then look here. Here you're still on him. And then for some reason we have like a spasm in our hand, you see? Then all of a sudden we start going down. Huh? Why?
What did I do?
And then
Oh my
then
God.
because you start going down here, right? You make it so much harder for you to go back up on him.
Yeah.
And you do the exact same thing here. So there, we do a flick when we shouldn't have to, right? You should be way closer, easier to flick,
Yeah.
right? And then here. Let me do it again. See? Spasm. Just going down for some
Just
reason.
aim down.
Just aim down.
Oh my god.
Because you see here, right? It has a little bit of a flick up every time you shoot.
Yeah.
It doesn't have a flick down. It doesn't go down. So you're doing this, right? Every time.
I think I'm used to a rust recoil. That's pretty bad.
Yeah. I mean, you can
Have you
say you're
played
used to
Rust?
it. Yeah, I have.
Yeah, and you try to aim it, like
Yeah.
go down the like recoil path.
Yeah, but also here, right? To some extent, I can see what you're doing here, because this is also very common when you're playing Valorant or Counter-Strike. Is some people like reset their aim every time they're shooting at someone. They do this, right? Every single time they're like this, right? Because
Yeah.
they're trying to get the timing when they're strafing back and forth, right? But the problem is in this game, this type of aim style is really bad. Because on someone it might work on for like the first 5 minutes. It's like this guy, right? But the problem is, what are you gonna do then when you get this and this I'm not saying you're gonna buy this, right? But let's just say you did, right? That doesn't work anymore, bro. Can you see?
Yeah.
Because you're shooting so fast. So it doesn't make sense in this game. You need to be smooth when you're doing it, right? And even with this alone, you see how fast you're shooting? So this aim style is good for Valorant shot like that when there's a low time to kill. Like this is a very low, this is a very high time to kill, right? It takes so much time to kill someone. Most of the time in Deadlock. So therefore, this type of aim where you're like flicking up every time doesn't work. Because you're just making it so much harder for yourself every time. Because they can also do a bunch of stuff. It's not like Counter-Strike or Valorant where most of the time they will always be on the same axis, right?
Yeah.
But in this game, they can like go up on shit. They can vault. They can dash. They can crouch. You know, shit like that. Of course, you can
Slide and
crouch.
shit, everything.
Yeah, they can slide, right? They can also crouch in Counter-Strike. But it's not like you do it all the time. Like, sure, some people will be really good at this. I don't know if you've ever seen Primi in Valorant.
No.
Have you seen that guy? That guy has like a technique where every time he like dead zones, he does this. To like catch people off guard when they're in head height. He's actually really good at that. That's something I would definitely recommend if you played those type of games. To watch Primi.
I don't.
No, but like he's extremely good at that. But it just doesn't matter in this game, right? It just doesn't matter. Because look how much hard you see that flick on that guy. Why do we need to make it so hard for ourselves? Just because, just because you have so much time in between shots, right? It doesn't mean that you cannot be tracking him, right? Wouldn't it be much better if you're just already on him while he's going up with your crosshair? And of course, it doesn't have to be perfect. But instead of aiming from here all the way here, you could be like here and then here, right? Instead.
Yeah.
Once again, another thing, just like Martin. Now we're aiming at the floor.
Yeah.
At the floor, we're looking at the floor. Even if you're reloading, right? Why wouldn't you just have your crosshair on him?
Yeah.
Aren't you about to be able to shoot?
I was trying to make it so that I didn't see him.
Yeah, but bro, I don't think he's a complete dumbass. Like that.
I mean, he's a bebop player, so I
Yes,
I
bro.
try to take that risk.
Yes, bro. But then the other argument, right? If he was not sure he's a bebop player, right? But if he was like top 50 on EU, right?
Yeah.
Do you really think he wouldn't notice that, even if he's a bebop player?
There's a chance, but
Yeah, there's a very slim chance, right? But aren't you supposed to go into every game thinking that people will play perfectly? Why would you go into a game thinking they're playing badly, right? It makes no sense.
yeah.
Because then what I can tell you is just, yeah, I mean, just queue into bad players, bro, and you're gonna win. But you're not gonna learn anything from that. You're not. Because now we're also 1 HP, right? For some reason.
Yeah. I think the bomb did 4 trillion damage. Oh, also Apollo on me.
Yeah, also Apollo, right? But here, right? We should already be shooting him right now and already belling him.
Yeah.
Again, you have so much time in between your bells. See, it's so late. They should already be on like a 3-second cooldown, not a 5-1. And that can matter for fights. See, you would have had it right now.
Yeah.
Then you could have belled him. And he would have died. But instead he lives with 1 HP until your shift kills him. But your shift didn't need to kill him, right? Because imagine here, he was dead now, right? Because now you bell him and then you shoot him, right? Does your shift then need to continue through the door?
No.
No, he could just leave, right? And then he doesn't do this, which he did right now, right? And look. Look at Shiv. How much health he's losing. Sure. Sure. He's with the haze, right? But look. You might just have killed him. It doesn't matter if he lives. Where's the Apollo? You killed this guy because of it. This is your fault, bro. See?
Yeah.
Why did he? Why do you think the haze went in here? It's because he saw his Shiv dashing in, right?
Yeah.
If the Shiv was not dashing in here in the first place, this guy wouldn't have gone in.
Yeah.
Now, sure. Then he walked back, right? Because he's like, for a second, he's thinking, oh, do I need to help this guy? And then he's like, oh shit, there's an furnace next to me, right?
Yeah.
That wouldn't happen in the first place, right? All the way over here. He wouldn't be looking here right now. He would only be focusing on the furnace. He's like, oh shit, there's a furnace next to me. Half HP, I'm 1 HP. He has flame dash, right? I should probably get the fuck out right now.
Yeah.
But we're burger boxing, and that's good for your character. Unironically, this is one of the characters where I would say that if your team is playing like complete dumbasses, just live off that chaos. Because, for example, if you're like the carry, right? The Mirage or like Wraith or something, you don't want this shit to happen. Because the shit is gonna go fucking out of control really fast. Let me check here. You did not put your door down, why?
That's not up yet.
Oh yeah, right, sorry. My bad. Do you use normal cast or quick cast or what do you use?
I use. What do I use? Hang on. I have to check this. I think I use quick cast,
Hmm.
but only on certain abilities, like like door wise, because I always had to use alternate cast for door,
Hmm.
and then I maxed out the alternate cast whole time.
Yeah. Because something I really like, for example, on Dynamo, like you can already see my settings here, but
Yeah.
if I were to show Dynamo, right? So Dynamo normally, you have to like pressure alternate key. Usually I have it on alt right, and then get people with you. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
So see here it doesn't work because I have a special setting on where if I just tap the key, then it will just only take me. But if I hold it down, right, and look at how long I have to hold it down
I have
for.
the same thing, but
See?
I have hold. I have hold. Yeah.
Yeah.
I only have it on doorway because I don't like the tapping.
Yeah. Like, this is really useful for a shit ton of fucking abilities in the game. Now, I have not played a lot of Doorman, so I don't think it's completely necessary. Hello?
Valid position.
There we go. I don't think it's completely necessary to have it like here, right? But for example, if I just hold down the key for like 0.15 seconds, then it will automatically close the door instantly. Instead of using an alt key. Now, you can argue on this character it's kind of important where you're throwing down your door, so being able to hold down your key to like figure out where it needs to stand, sure, right? Sure.
Yeah.
But most of the time, that's only on the first part, right? It's only on the first door. Like the second door is literally just wherever you are, right? Where you just do that. There needs to be no thinking involved. So I would highly recommend for you to learn to use the hold down key. To use alt casts. Now, you don't have to do it right now, but it's something in the future I would definitely look into if you want to get a little bit of an advantage.
I mean, I tried to do it, but I just found it so annoying. I really don't like doing it.
I mean, honestly, if you can make it work without that, sure. Go ahead. You also have to remember, to some extent, that you also need to be completely comfortable with how you're playing. Of course. By that I mean that sometimes you need to get out of your comfort zone, or else you would never improve, right? But for that thing specifically, I mean, if you want to do the thing you're doing it, like the way you're doing it, sure. But I just wanted to let you know there's also another way of doing it, right? You know, I'm actually kind of scared here. You're 300 HP, bro. What stops the drifter from just walking at you right now and pressing ult? You don't have door.
Yeah.
So, I don't really know what we're doing here. Why are you not healing first? Sure, you're gonna lose this wave, but bro, if he walks at you pressing ult, aren't you gonna lose the wave and die?
Yeah.
So why we're doing this? Because the problem is also, right? Now when you go on the map, taking this wave, right? Are you gonna get full HP from this?
No, like 300 maybe.
Yeah, right? So no matter what, you're gonna be this HP, right? Ish.
Yeah.
Aren't you still scared?
Yeah, I'm pretty scared.
Yes. And then, since you're still scared, even after taking this wave, aren't you going back anyway?
Yeah.
So why would you not
Actually,
go?
no. Did I go back? Yeah, I think. I
Well,
did.
yeah, but you should be going back, right? Is what we're trying to say.
Yeah.
So if you're going back anyway, why wouldn't you just go back first? Because now you're going here, take this, and then going back. Isn't this much more zipline use than just going here instantly and then only going here?
Yeah.
Yeah, because then you don't also have to have this way back also. It is less efficient, and you will probably lose. Sure, you will lose like 2 minions, but in this game, right? You will lose 58 plus some 58, right? You will lose like 200 souls. Are you saying these 200 souls is worth more than you being full HP plus ready to press fucking 140 seconds plus playing on timers with your team, right? Because the problem is also, right? After this, right? I would be shit scared going off of this, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. But what you're saying here is, oh, I'm here, low HP, because I'm instantly going to try and one-shot this wave. But there's a guy next to you that can literally kill you, and he's also stronger when he's in isolated fights. Plus, right? If somebody's here and you're just collecting the wave on the turret, you're still 1 HP, bro. So you're still scared.
Yeah.
The only time where what you're doing now is good is if there's legit no one and you're instantly going to this wave right now. You're instantly going to this wave right now and one-shotting it. What you're doing is completely fine, right? Because then you're lessening your time. But the problem is, you don't know if anyone is here. So you can't walk up to this, right? Isn't that why you took the tier 1 camp here?
Yeah.
Exactly, right? So you're scared. But even if somebody's here, right? Pushing this, aren't you still scared? Even if you're collecting here? Because you just saw someone kill this. What is to tell them that they're not just going to walk at you then?
Yeah.
Because now you're so off tempo, right? When does your team want to play the game?
I mean, when they want.
Well, not just that, right?
I guess when objectives are up,
Yeah, what else?
like waves. Wave
Yeah,
states.
right? When waves are pushed, right? That's when your team wants to do something. Look what happens here. Because you're staying in lane with low HP. See? Your Shiv is trying to do a play, right? Your Lash is trying to do a play with ult. But you're not here, full HP. You're going back, you're actively going back while he's doing a play. Wouldn't it have been so much better if you're already full HP and you backed like 1 minute ago? Like we talked about?
Yeah.
Because then you could be able to help them here. So when our team is trying to do stuff, you're going back to base. This is legit, like, this is the same exact thing, right? As somebody on your team, you played League of Legends, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the same exact thing as your team just killed Baron, and half the team is going directly to push the base, and the other half is going back to base. Like your base, right? And recalling and buying items. It's the exact same thing. Brother, if half your team is already going, just stay. Why do you need to recall? Why? It's the exact same thing.
Maybe they have TP, I guess. But
yeah, but it doesn't matter, bro. If your team is here, 5 people sieging with Baron buff and cannons, bro, it's just gonna die, right? Of course, we're talking about a league on this map, but like it doesn't matter if it's this map, right? Like this could be an inhibitor turret, doesn't fucking matter, right? Like if you're the only guy that's quote unquote low most of the time, and your whole team is trying to do something, you should not be going back when they're trying to do something. You should just go with them. You should just go with them. Because now they need to wait for you to go back, get full health, buy whatever, and then come back to them. They're wasting like 30 seconds of their timer on a buff. All because you need to go back first. Accomplishing nothing, right? If you go over here, just, I'm going to remember this, 10:21, right? If you go over here, right? You have this. Let's say now that your team is getting rejuve, right? But you get like half HP, and then you go back to base, right?
Yeah.
What can you buy for this money? Let's just say you have 2400. You can upgrade this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. At this point in the game, is you going back to base buying this more useful than just staying with your team and not delaying the push 30 seconds or even a minute?
Yeah.
Because they want to do stuff now. They don't want to do stuff in 30 seconds or 1 minute. They want to do stuff now. And do not tell me for 1 second that my doorman, that is just here to press his card and his spell and his ult anyway, needs this in order to siege. You don't, bro. You don't.
Nah.
But let's continue. You see? Your team is doing stuff. Fight is happening here. Fight is happening here, right? I mean, technically they just left, right? But imagine you've been here.
Yeah, I think there's. Yeah.
And now you're going back to base. You see? Shit is happening on the map and you're going back to base. It's the worst thing that you can do. You're completely desynced for your team, right? Because look now. What often happens after your team does the play? What do they do?
Like earn or rejuve or
Well,
push walk or push.
after
Rift.
they do a play, right? Let's say that your team is doing a play pushing the walker. What are they gonna do after they take the walker?
Back.
They go back, right? But now, since you were not there for them pushing the walker, now you're going out of the out on the map, start wanting to do something, right? And they're all going back because they just did the play. I am sure if you look here now, right? If you look here now, this play is over, correct? Right now, if we look at the minimap, they're fighting now, and now they left. Play's over, right? But now you're walking there now, when the fight is already over. Wouldn't you want to be here when the fight is happening?
Yeah.
You see? Because now you come here, and now you're completely homeless. There's nothing to do. All because we're completely desynced from the team, right? You see? Once again, Lash is trying to do a play here. You see, he's actively trying to do a play. He's looking for people to ult, right? And where are you? You're on a tier 2 camp. And this camp, I wouldn't even say it's a tier 2, it's like a tier 1.5. You see? Bridge buff swant. And you're on a tier 1.5? Shouldn't you be here right now? In case somebody's fighting?
Yeah.
You see? Team is fighting.
Yeah.
Eh? Bro, are you just not trying to fight at all? Or what's the fucking deal here?
Yeah, I had a pretty bad early game, mid game.
Yeah, but I hope this doesn't take a genius, right? If your team wants to do something,
Yeah.
you should be there.
I go yellow Doorman. And it's
You see? Now you're so late on this, you should... even if you take this, you should already be here, right? Because then this guy could
Yeah.
just walk here, or you can walk here, right?
Yeah.
to money.
But now you're doing nothing. You see? Your team is making a play. And you're here. Why are you not here, bro? And also, because what we did here with the door, right? This was terrible.
Go yellow Doorman.
This door was terrible, right?
Yeah.
Like, what did you save here?
Uh,
Like 2
I
seconds?
hope- yeah, but I kind of hope that Viscous might just randomly run into me.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because
so
I
the
saw he was
Viscous-
1 HP.
Yeah. So the Viscous with 1 HP is randomly just gonna ult into your turrets, right?
No. Yeah, but I guess
You
it
see
didn't
what I
make
mean?
sense.
Because now we also lost our door for this play.
Yeah.
And then your last died. Lucky, bro. See, did you do absolutely anything here?
No.
You did absolutely fucking nothing and fuck all. You see, and now isn't your Silver done fighting here? She just killed him, right? She's
Yeah.
about to lose her ult. So does your Silver want to fight now?
No. I mean, I guess she's full HP, so she can do something, but it's probably
Yeah,
not
but
enough.
bro, isn't there a very big difference between a Silver with and without ult?
Yeah.
Exactly, right? So would she want to fight? No. So why the fuck are we walking at the enemy, bro? This is the exact same thing, right? Your team just had like 1 minute where they wanted to do something. You were going back to base in that time. You're like taking some camps at that time. And then, as soon as your team is done, now you want to fight. You're
that's one of my.
desynced.
It's one of my main like things I wanted to go in is my positioning.
Yeah, you're completely desynced, bro. From your team. You see, because now your Silva has to help you, right? But does she want to fight?
No.
No. She probably has a ton of money on her, right?
Yeah, she got like 900 or 800.
Yeah, I mean, if we're not accounting here also, where she was fighting here, right? Because here she did not go back to base. Here she's just fighting, right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess she could buy at the Guardian shop.
Yeah, sure, but I'm pretty sure I didn't see her go to the shop here. Or maybe she did.
Oh, she did.
Yeah, maybe she did, actually.
Yeah.
But even still. Right? Then she goes here. She takes this. It's also because like some of the icons are not actually accurate on where they are shown on the map. Which is throws people off a bit sometimes. But should we do this fight? 8.9, 9.7, 9.8. Sure. This moron Apollo dies, but he should never die in the first place.
Yeah.
He's just getting rage baited by a doorman and then taking the rage bait. You see, once again, right? Look at your team, bro. See? She's here. He just bought, probably. This guy's coming back from base, right? He also just bought. He has ult. Why wouldn't my Lash want to fight now?
He
He
has
just
ult.
bought, right? He has ult.
Yeah, and he has bots.
He has ult. He just bought. Why would he not want to
He
fight
has
now?
everything. Yeah.
He has everything. But look here. Once again, we're desynced. He's walking in. You're walking back. Do we care whether you get another item here?
No.
No, because the fight is here now. The fight is now, bro. The fight is not there in 10 seconds. Look. Let's see here. This is when the fight starts. 11:13. Viscous dies.
Step this way, please. They took out Hayes.
See? Isn't the fight already over?
Yeah.
So we went back in now. When the fight was already over. Now, if you want to argue, yeah, but I'm 1 HP, so I want to go back. Sure. But, can you stay here?
No.
Then go
Especially
back.
against Drifter Mark.
Yeah, then go back, right? Why would we not go back here? Can't you buy this item in base?
Yeah.
Because look here again, right? Once again. Now we're staying in lane, 1 HP. Oh, shit. You see?
Yeah.
And also, here. Even if you magically live, even if, let's just say you magically live here and you don't miss that card and you live here. Even if you live here, you should be going back to base now, right?
Yeah.
Now, what's gonna happen when Lash spawns?
Probably go mid.
Yeah, and does he want to fight? Does he not want to
I
fight?
mean, I guess not because Drifter is pretty much full HP and he has no ult.
Yeah, right. But in general, right? Like, who's also gonna spawn? This guy, right? He has
Yeah,
dagger.
yeah.
So if these two look for something together with this guy that's about to have ult, wouldn't that also be fine?
Yeah.
Exactly, right? But when they spawn, right?
Dead. And no Baroness.
Oh,
Actually,
it's
no
not-
Baroness.
No. It's not about being dead because I just assumed that you were living, right? Even if you just live on 1 HP. Look, you're gonna go back to base now. You're gonna be like here, right? Then you're gonna be
Yeah.
here and here and here, and now you're gonna be back in base, right? But once again, now we're back in base, healing. We're still healing. You're buying a shit, like you're buying a shit item right now, and then now we're full HP.
Yeah.
But your team is already on the map trying to do something. right?
Yeah.
So once again, we're desynced. Because you see, they're looking for a play right now, right? So he's looking for a play right now. Of course, the rest of the team is not there. He didn't pay attention. Doesn't matter, bro. Doesn't matter. He's looking for a play right now. So, we're buying improved spirit here. Well, first of all, what is a bigger fuck up than improved spirit here? I just need to make sure that you're actually not doing it.
Like what's the worst item than improved spirits that I could buy? Or
Nope, you're doing something even bigger issue than improved spirit here. First of all, you should be throwing your wall up here.
yeah,
Because
I
if you
guess
throw it-
I wanted it to be in range of rift.
yeah, but you will still be in range of rift. Somewhere around there. Let me check if I still know the lineup. Because you don't need extra range on it. You don't need extra range on it. This is mirrored on the other side, by the way.
Yeah.
But it's around like here, I think. No, it's not there.
Allow me to be your guide.
Let's see, where is it? It's when you can still hit that wall there. Or maybe it's actually... Yeah, it's not... It doesn't work on this side. It only works on the other one. I think.
I will warp reality.
Either way, you need a 1 point in your...
Yeah.
your thing there. Yeah, it's here. Maybe they nerfed it. Did they nerf it? Surely not. Because you're supposed... Oh, no, it's here, I think. Yeah. It's here. Pretty sure. Or maybe it's not there. Something like that.
Okay.
Let me see here.
Anywhere like this way.
Yeah, it's not here. You just need to be able to do that here. I saw like the lineup a bit ago. I might...
Are you sure
might
he
be
didn't have
misremembering.
Mystic Expansion on the door?
No, because he didn't... I'm pretty sure he didn't. Well, let me just check. We can do it with Mystic Expansion. Why not? It might be... That might be the difference.
I mean, not Greater Expansion, but Mystic Expansion, because
No,
Greater
no,
Expansion
it's-
gives you more range.
It's definitely this one.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
it,
greater
yeah,
than-
yeah, it is Greater Expansion. Yeah. I knew
Yeah.
it. I knew the fucking lineup. It's right here. You see, you still hit this with Greater Expansion in this. Now, I know you don't have Greater Expansion yet, right? But look,
Yeah.
you will still have your door on the rift. Just right
Yeah.
here. You don't need to have it further up, because here you will also... Of course, you can do it like a bit more min-maxed. You could probably do it like here instead, right? And you can still hit that wall.
Yeah.
You see?
It's an honor
Boom.
to be of service.
And you can also do it on the other side.
Yeah.
Right here.
Allow me to be your guide.
And should be right here.
This way,
Yep.
please.
You see, it still works. Now, sure, that is when you have greater expansion, right? But
Yeah.
I want you... I don't want you to put it down here. I want you to put it
Yeah.
up in the air. Because when you're putting up in the air here, right? What also helps your team?
Unlocking the door.
Is boost jump, get on top of the building?
Opening passage.
No, that's not what I'm thinking. Here, look here. If your team is coming here, right? on the way to the rift.
Like in the plan.
You see, they could just zipline into it. Of course, I didn't hit it perfectly there, but see how easy it is for them.
Yeah.
See, that's also why you put it at the top. On top of it being way harder for the enemy team to do this, right? Of course, this is way harder to do than just walking in. Same exact thing here, right? Because if you even have it here, you just walk in straight through. That's why it's so important that you also don't put it on the ground, because it also helps your zip line, right? Now, the big mistake you did here was upgrading your ult. I would definitely be upgrading my card first instead of my ult. I think it's better to have 2 points in this, then 3 points in this, and then max this, and then this. That's how I would do it. But either way, the biggest issue here I see is you not getting a point in your door.
Yeah.
Because a rift fight is not just like 10 seconds long, right?
Yeah, it's like could be 40 or something.
Yeah. So wouldn't that extra time on the door make a lot of sense? Because that will also help your team if they're ziplining in to have a higher chance of going through it. Now, of course, I know you don't have greater expansion right now, but with the greater expansion, it's even bigger of a deal. Even bigger. Now, talking about your purchase, I do not know why we bought Improved Spirit here. You already have your 4.8k spike. Do we need more damage? Like, sure, it's nice, but isn't it much better for your team here if, for example, you had Guardian Ward?
Yeah.
Which also would give you ability range to help with your door.
Go Rift, guys, go.
Well, you're just like, whatever.
Yeah, I thought he went back.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine.
Because I heard the door open, but he just
I mean,
went
I
in.
would definitely wait a bit more before I do that, but that's like a small issue. Like, this, I'm sure, unless you're a complete dumbass, you're not going to do this again. You're just going to be more patient.
Yeah.
Because this is also about patience, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not going to give you like a big like, oh no, you should just stay there and just be patient and see what he does.
Yeah.
I mean, I assume you know that.
Yeah.
So there will be no issue, no point in talking about it.
I mean, yeah, I feel like that was still fine because Viscus and fucking Apollo was just chasing me and not contesting Rift.
Yeah, of course, right? But you don't need to die here to the Apollo.
Yeah, that's true.
Even if he's chasing you.
Yeah.
So sure, it's still good, but wouldn't you want it to be better?
Yeah.
Now. Okay. So we get into the mid game, or technically we've been in mid game for a bit, but do you want to look for someone right now?
Probably not.
Why not?
I mean, maybe I could kill. I mean, I know I
No.
killed Apollo here.
But no, that's not what I mean. I just wanted to think for yourself. I'm not trying to lead you to an answer. I just want to know. You said no. Why are you saying no? Why do you not want to look for people here?
I mean, I don't. There's no one really helping me here. And Drifter is Drifter off map.
Yeah,
Drifter is
but for
off
example,
map.
right? Couldn't you be mid here?
Yeah.
Yeah, but do you want to be mid here?
Probably not because it's split push.
Yeah, what's the bigger issue?
Uh.
Because like you're saying split push, right? But couldn't your Lash take over here?
Yeah, but Lash has ult.
Right. Yes. Good. Good. That's what I wanted. I just wanted to hear you saying I don't have ult. That's why I'm sidelining here. That's all I wanted. Because you're doing the correct thing. I just wanted to know, like, what is the reason? Because you might not be sidelining here because you don't have ult. Like, you might be doing this if you had ult here. I just wanted to know why are you sidelining here. Because it's correct what you're doing, but you might be doing it for the wrong reason, right? I actually really like what you did here. I don't think you did it on purpose, right? Did you
No,
do it
I
on
didn't shoot the
purpose?
bell on purpose.
Yeah, you didn't shoot the
I
bell on
just stood in
purpose, right?
range. Yeah. I knew it didn't hit him, wouldn't hit him, so I just
Yeah,
let
no,
it
no,
stay
but
there.
like here, right? Like, what I think is actually very smart for you is like you put it down where you know you're gonna be. Like, if you're gonna be sitting and hitting the wave here, it doesn't matter what lane, right? If you know that your team is gonna, for example, let's say that you're sieging this walker here, right? I actually think it's very smart of you to just throw a bell here and just sit on it, or like, of course, you can throw it like next to the wall, right? So it's easier to hit, because then you don't have to move your mouse down, right? But then you just have it here. It's like big range, right? Because you also have points in it.
Yeah.
And then you just, at any point, you just hit it, right? If anybody walks on you. This is actually very good, to just have it sit in here. Like, just one of them, right? Because you already have 4, as you can see, right?
Yeah.
So I really like that you're having this belt just sit here doing nothing. Because if he goes on you, you can always explode it instantly. This is really good.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's the reason why you did it, or because you just missed it on him. You see?
Yeah, I missed it, and then I was like, I might just... Why am I shooting it? I can just let it stay there.
Yeah, exactly, right? But I want you to preemptively throw a doorbell down here like this for this exact reason. Not just because you missed him. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Because this is also good for when you're sieging, right? Like, if they ever go on you, you can just instantly proc the bell. They will get fire rate reduction, plus it will, fire rate inaccuracy, and they will also get slowed, right?
Yeah.
This is super good for zoning people. This is like a zoning tool, right? Because will they realistically ever walk into the bell?
No.
No, that's just 3 damage, right? It's also slow on them, and it's also weapon inaccuracy. They would never want to walk into the bell willingly. So you can legit just put it on your teammates and just let it sit there and chill. So you're doing the right thing here for the wrong reason. You see?
Yeah.
This is the exact thing, right? I also asked you over here, why are you sidelining, right? Because there needs to be a good reason for it. Now, once again, we still don't have a point in this. I really don't like, we still don't have a point in this. This is like the very biggest mistake you're doing with like your AP upgrades this game. This is the biggest mistake, that you don't have 1 point. I don't care about 2, I don't care about 3 at all. If you're a good Doorman player, you do not need this. You don't.
Yeah.
And that requires time and effort on Doorman, right?
Yeah.
But 1 point in this one is so valuable. And it's also just 1 point. It's not like it's gonna take you 3 points, because first you need 1 upgrade and then 2 points more in order to get the 15 duration. No, it's just 1 point. Just 1 AP point, right?
Yeah.
So, we're like sidling here because we don't have ult. Now we have ult. So what do we want to do?
Probably a fight with team. I mean,
Yes,
apologize
we wanna
here
look for
because
plays,
Silver
right?
and
Sure, I mean, that's
Silver
true.
and
That's
Aces.
completely fine, right? But like here, as soon as you get your ult, you're like, I want to look for fights now. I want to look for people. Now, if you look on Apollo, sure. I don't care. You can look for anyone, right? Now, Apollo dies like a fucking moron. I'll be honest, bro. That minion's not worth it. Just walk up to the next wave.
Yeah.
You're losing so much. Again, this is also losing a lot of tempo, right? Because now you have to go back, and then you have to go forward again. This minion is not worth it, bro. Just walk straight here and one tap this wave, and then just instantly leave. Because now you're also not wasting time, for example, if you want to take this or something. Or if you want to go to the mid boss. Because look how much time you're wasting. Nice, you hit it once, bro. And you also didn't take the full minion soul, right? You only took half of it? Yeah, you only took half of it.
No.
Guys, they're coming to end up.
You see, this wave should already be dead. Wouldn't that be much better for this urn?
Yeah.
It would, right? Because now you have to choose. Either you push this or you take the urn. With what I said, right? You didn't need to choose either. You would have done both. Because this would already be dead up here. right? And then we just be collecting this on spawn, and the wave would be pushing under their turret. I do not like the enduring speed here.
Yeah, I guess I
Doesn't-
was low. I probably could have bought Fortitude.
Nah, I don't even want fortitude here. Like, look at the enemy team, right?
Yeah.
What is scary in the enemy team?
Wraith, Drifter, and Apollo. And maybe, I mean,
But yeah,
Inferno's
but
probably,
like,
he has
but
the
like,
most money.
yeah, sure. But how does the enemy team set up a fight? Like, what do they need to do?
Hook.
And
You up Hook,
sure, what
Wraith
else?
ults,
Yeah,
Drifter ults,
yeah,
maybe even Apollo engage, and probably Infernus ults.
sure.
And I guess maybe Viscous Punch.
Yeah, but okay, Viscous Punch is not realistic
Yeah.
spots, right? Wouldn't it be much better here if we bought either? Actually, there's not that much knockdown value here, but like for example, this would be a perfect example, right? If like they had a strong like character where you really need knockdown, this would be a perfect scenario to buy knockdown. Or
Yeah.
Rescue Beam. I think Rescue Beam is really good here, right? If somebody
Yeah,
on
I
your
see
team is
that.
getting ulted by Wraith, oh, you just pull them out. Oh, somebody's getting hooked by Vivo, oh, you just pull them out, right? And it also giving you the 4.8 green spike. I think this is just so greedy. Because if you want to argue, yeah, but I want to rush Divine Barrier to cancel out Drifter, sure. But you're not even doing that, bro. Because here you could also, for example, buy Counterspell. You could also buy Guardian Ward plus Healing Right, right? Healing Right would also give you sprint speed. I know this is movement speed, right? But you could also just proc it for the sprint speed. Because now, right? Now we're delaying our big items another 1600. All because we wanted enduring speed against what? Right?
Yeah.
Are you ever gonna get hit by his one for the slow? Not really, right?
Yeah.
Like, this guy doesn't care if you have enduring speed, bro. He's gonna stun you. He's not gonna slow you. This
Yeah.
guy doesn't care. Sure, it might make his hook a bit harder to hit, but like, if he's hitting my Doorman with hook, isn't that good for the game? Isn't it
Yeah.
much more important for him to hook this guy or this guy? Or this guy? Of course it is. Why would he ever hook the Doorman?
Chasing me, UNEDITED.
I don't like how you move, bro. I'll be honest. Where's this on the map?
Like right here.
No, it's over here now, because the map is
On
mirrored.
this side, yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mechanics. Like, wouldn't it be much better here to... Or sorry, not like that, right? But like this. Instead. Like, you're riding on the wall.
Yeah.
I think that would be much better. Like that. You would get more range. And then, of course, you could also, like, if you had another one. I know you don't have the extra stamina, right? You only have one.
Yeah.
But sure, this I don't mind too much. But it's just like you keep doing this.
Yeah.
Like, it's just slower in general. Now, if you this is actually the same speed as like if you were to do this, right? This is faster
Yeah.
when you have stamina mastery. But if you don't have stamina mastery and doing this and doing this is the same distance you're gonna travel. So I don't mind technically that you're doing it like that, but like, bro, at least do it on an ankle, right? At least like,
Yeah.
because then you also gain more range or more distance. Like, you keep doing it forward, because I don't mind you do it like this, right? And then do it like this. I don't mind that whatsoever. But it's just a bit slower. You want to get out.
I really feel like I'm getting a white glove experience. I'll deal with the hooligan.
Now, this is like a small detail, right? Frankly, in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter that much. Because it's like, you're gonna gain like 0.3 seconds of like distance for doing it the way I told you instead. Like, in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter that much. But it's just like, I just consistently see you dashing forward.
Yeah.
That's like the biggest thing. You don't do it diagonally. That you don't do at all. You only do this. That I do not like. But yes, it's gonna get be a bit of time to get used to, right? Like, for example, if you're gonna do this, I don't mind, right? That I don't mind at all. But you're not doing that. And also, if you're gonna like do this, I know I said that this is the same distance as this, right? I know I said that, but like, yeah, why not just do this instead then, you know?
Yeah.
Because even if you have any amount of stamina or whatever, it's just gonna be faster. Is this on the old patch?
What do you mean?
The one where you get infinite fucking move speed? Or like infinite
No,
move
no,
speed?
no, no. That's
It's a new one, right?
the new one.
Because,
You
like,
really don't have.
You're not
move
trying
speed.
to abuse movement at all. Like here, even here, right?
Yeah.
If you're gonna do this, why not jump on this?
Yeah.
You know? You see? You're just falling on the floor. And it's not like you fuck it up and then I say, oh no, that's bad. No, I rather you doing it and fucking it up than not doing it at all. That's the biggest issue. Here. Like, you see, with your aim again, right? Oh, look at your aim again. See how like you're like spasming out here?
Yeah.
Is he like randomly gonna like fucking TP over here?
No.
Then why are we spazzing out?
I mean, maybe his warp zone. You never know.
Okay, but then you're still not gonna hit him, right?
Yeah.
So we're just spazzing out for zero reason. Oh, you have your shit on spacebar? That's not good, bro.
What do you mean?
If you need to like grab on something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that is not good. Like, for example, right? I assume you've been before where you need to like do like this. You can't do that. Or here, if you need to escape someone, like this.
Yeah.
You can't do that. You're gonna grapple on it. Or here. And... Oh, I'm at the enemies, actually. I'm gonna die if I do it here. And... if you're gonna, for example... do this, right? Because then you need to do this. This can kill you sometimes. If this happens, where it's like an awkward angle and you need to like press spacebar first.
Yeah.
Here, I just need to press F. I have it on F key, right? This can kill you if you need to do this first. This can actually kill you, I'm not kidding. The only thing that gets harder by not having on the spacebar is the thing I'm about to show you. But you cannot do it even on every single zipline in the game. But this thing I'm about to show you, right here, you know how like when you're going up like certain ziplines, you can like do that?
Yeah.
This is the only thing that's harder, because when you have it on spacebar, you just need to press spacebar. Technically, I can already press spacebar just doing it, right? But
Yeah.
sometimes you want to like disengage and then press it. Either way, it's bad.
Okay.
You need to have it on another key, because you can still do this even with having it on, for example, F key. I'm not pressing spacebar. Like, for example, if I walk up to this, right? See? I press my spacebar. I don't have it on space. Only if I press F. And I can still do this. Where you get like giga momentum. to like jumping off zip lines. So that's something I would like you to change ASAP. And just pick whatever like just pick whatever key you want. Just pick whatever key. I don't care. Because even here, let me see. There is fine.
Headed to Greenwich. Wraiths missing. Headed to Greenwich. Wraiths missing.
Okay. Let's continue.
SC Drifter.
Okay, need some aim laps, I see.
I was hoping you would notice. Fuck.
Nah, it's all good, man. Shit happens. I've done that too. Where I just royally like fucking miss everything. It's all good. But I still don't understand why we don't have Guardian Ward, buddy.
Yeah, I have a really selfish playstyle on Doorman.
Yeah, but why? Can't you still do your Doorman thing with Guardian Ward and shit? Because like what I like on Doorman is I like this type of shit where you go this and then for example you could do this and this because your gun is actually very strong.
Yeah.
It's extremely strong. It does a lot of fucking damage, bro. This I like. Of course I wouldn't buy more than 4.8k, but this I really like, right?
I mean, yeah, some people like go opening rounds, recharge your Russian Mystic shots.
Yeah. Yeah, and even Mystic Shot, right? But the issue with Mystic Shot is Mystic Shot scales better than Kinetic Dash, but this is way better early. Because you see it also gives you another stam.
Uses stam.
And stam recovery, right?
Yeah, and fire rate and more ammo.
Yeah, and more ammo, which means you have to reload less. I enjoy this one way more than this. Because this spikes way harder when you get it compared to this. This you need like a couple of spirit items and then you really feel it, right? But this is like from the start, it's already good as soon as you buy it. But that of course depends if you're actually doing the 4.8k spike here, because here you're not doing the 4.8k spike, right? But like then I'm just asking, like, if you're gonna do this defensive version where you're buying like a bunch of greens and a bunch of purples, why not just have Guardian Ward, right?
Yeah.
And Rescue Beam. That's what you're playing for anyway. Because like against the enemy team, right? You're winning, right?
Yeah.
If you have Rescue Beam here, isn't it infinitely harder for the enemy team to look for a play?
Yeah.
Which in turn makes it so much easier for you to close out the game, because then they don't have the option of actually trying to catch someone. And of course, it's not like you're playing Haze. I'm not telling you to buy Rescue Beam or Haze, right? You're playing Doorman. I'm just looking at what's happening on the map here. That's why I keep going back.
Yeah.
Here we miss aim laps. No. Okay, but here, right? Are we ever gonna kill the Apollo? Realistically.
No.
Like, this guy's just gonna run out, right?
Yeah.
So why the fuck are we still here? See, you killed the wave. What's happening on the map right now?
Pushing green, killing
And?
people in yellow.
And?
Rift is spawning?
No, that's not what I'm looking for. Like, we're killing people, right? How many are that?
3. I guess mid boss.
Well, I mean, technically mid-boss, but that's not even what I'm looking for. I'm just looking for you to do a play here where it makes sense, right?
Yep.
3 people are dead. Your team is already on the walker. Just gonna help them, man.
Yeah.
Like, as we just established, right? You're never gonna kill the Apollo. Never. It's just not gonna happen. It doesn't matter how good you think you are. I am not gonna expend my last shield here at 17 minutes to kill this guy.
Yeah.
Like, sure, if it was Doorman ult, okay. But you don't have Doorman ult.
Yeah.
So why are we not spending the time walking to this play while the Doorman route is down anyway? Because when you're gonna arrive here, it's gonna be like 5 seconds on this, right?
Yeah.
Why would you not do that instead? Like, you're never gonna kill this guy. The wave is already dead mid. There's no other wave. It's not like you need to catch a wave here. There's none. There's no wave. So just go to your green lane and help them, right? Wouldn't have been so much more helpful if you be here with your team on green right now, killing the Infernus.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
the Infernus on the enemy teams will all be saying, "Oh, what the fuck was the Doorman doing here, man?" Which would tilt them even harder. It's advanced technology helping your teammates. Because look here, because now we're so late. Once again, right? Play's already over because we had to deal a bit of damage to Apollo. That doesn't matter anyway.
Yeah.
The Apollo, if the Apollo shows up to this fight, what is he gonna do? He's gonna press his ult. What else?
I guess riposte.
Yeah, and he's gonna press his sigil and his flawless advance, right?
Yeah.
Does he need a lot of health to do that? Can he not do that with this
No.
HP?
He just gets HP anyway.
Yeah, and he also gets HP anyway, but it doesn't matter. Even if his flawless advance didn't heal him, right? He needs, like, at this point in the game, like 5 HP to do that. Doesn't he have like 1,000 right now?
Yeah.
So does it matter if he's 2,000 or 1,000? It doesn't, because no matter what, he only needs 500 to blow his whole load, and then he just fucks off anyway, right? Because look here, we used 2 bells mid, right? Imagine we had 2 extra bells for this fight.
Yeah.
Once again, we're not using our bells correctly, and we're also not using it on cooldown. Let me see here if you actually used it fast enough. So here we should have 4 bells, but let's just say, right? We're just playing 2. Nice, that's fine. See, now you had another bell for this guy.
Yeah.
But instead, we don't. See, he would have been dead.
Yeah, he would have been.
But it was so important that we did 1,000 damage to this guy that doesn't care anyway. See, you would have had 2 bells instead of just 1 here. Because this guy would already be dead, and now you would have 2 bells to kill this guy, right?
Mm.
Now, frankly, then you could say, okay, but he might not be under the walker then. Sure, but then aren't you just killing the walker then?
Yeah.
Exactly. So it doesn't matter. That we still don't have a point in our 2 is diabolical. Actually. Brother, you have 1 AP point, just fucking use it, man. Come on.
I use it to max my ult.
Yes, bro, but does it matter if you get your max ult on 26 or on 27, bro? It doesn't fucking matter, man. It doesn't. You're this late into the game where legit anything you just sniff on will give you souls.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Is he here, right? Apollo's have HP. Does he care if you're full HP?
No.
Exactly. So what the fuck did we use 2 belts for him on? See, he didn't care whatsoever. You could have started the fight with 500 HP, even. But once again, even over here, right? You're fighting the Apollo. Are you ever gonna kill him?
No.
No. Why?
Because no have no bell, no nothing.
Well, you don't have any setup, right? Like these 2 guys, do they have any setup to kill this guy?
No.
No. So why the fuck are we spending our resources on him? You see, once again, right? Use the bell for absolutely no reason. Would it have been much better to have a bell here? When your Shiv is fighting and your Haze is fighting?
I think I use the bell on Bebop.
Yeah, but bro, what I'm saying here, right? Use the bell and Bebop here. But you would have had an extra 1, right?
Yeah.
You would have 1. You would have 2 here instead of 1. And it also wouldn't be on the guy that doesn't care anyway, aka Apollo.
Yeah.
Now, sure, in the grand scheme of things, it didn't really matter because you lost the fight before you even arrived, pretty much. But even here, now you would have 2 bells, right? See? 3 bells. Now you'd have 2. Versus half HP Wraith and full HP Goo, right? Can the Goo and the Wraith die? Can the Bebop die? Most of the time?
No, Bebop can't die.
Wow, he's
Actually, he's
14k,
pretty.
bro.
He's 14k.
Yes, right? So wouldn't it be much better if you had an extra bell here in order to kill the people that are actually killable? Like, this guy's not gonna
Yeah.
die unless he's bad. If Apollo dies, it has nothing to do with you killing him. It has everything to do with him fucking up. Okay?
Yeah.
So we should not be spending our resources trying to kill that guy. I'm sure there's so many times where you've been in a game where Apollo is the last one alive in a fight after your whole team dies. That's because he's just unkillable. Right?
Yeah.
He's just so hard to kill. See, even here, wouldn't it be so much nicer for next to bell? Of course it would. Now, sure, they might still die, right? See? Imagine I had an extra bell here for the Wraith.
Yeah.
Would also reduce her weapon accuracy and slow her. Now, sure, she would still get cubed, but okay, but like here, right? You have a bell. Just fucking use it, man. Why were you holding it so long? See?
Yeah.
Because then he would also get slowed, which means it would be harder for him to steer.
Yeah.
The Doorman has begun his great work.
Anyways, the game at this point is pretty much just a 50-50 whether you win or lose the game. So let's look at like a team fight or something.
You for helping your allies last.
They can just
Surely we buy Guardian or Divine Barrier here. Surely.
Bro,
Surely.
you don't want to know. You don't want to know, dog.
Surely we don't hold 2k and just buy Guardian Ward then. Surely.
I was
Remember,
saving,
bro.
I was saving up for Spirit Burn.
Okay. But doesn't this guy do infinite damage? So why do we
Yeah.
also need our Doorman to deal damage, bro? Why do we need
Yeah.
6 people to deal damage instead of 5? Isn't 5 enough?
I mean, shit, you never know.
Well, yeah, but at that point, wouldn't it also just have been better to Divine Barrier your carry, which is getting drift ulted?
Yeah.
Right? Why are we trying to compensate for something that we could be doing way better by just buying a defensive item? Finally, we got the last point in it. Hallelujah.
You got 1 point in it.
Thank America, baby. Thank America.
Okay, go.
Okay, so we're like taking this. Sure, man. Whatever. What I don't like here, though, is you're not paying attention to your haze. You would, right?
Yeah.
Wraith is dead. So why are we not looking for a kill right now?
That's a good point.
You see? Again, we're desync, right? Your haze is looking, you're not. You should be looking when the team is looking. See? Look.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have been so much better if you're here with her? Then you can also door her out in case she got into danger. But your haste just has no one around because your whole team is just complete AFK. You see? And now your haste loses rejuve. Should she ever need to lose rejuve here? Probably not. If you're there. And you see? Your whole... Look here. When is the fight starting? It's starting here, right?
Yeah, pretty much when the haze is there.
Look here. Just look at the minimap. Don't even look at yourself, right?
Yeah.
They're still fighting. They're still fighting. They're still fighting. Here. Two people just died, right? Isn't the fight already over?
Well,
Can
no.
your team... Well, can your team not clean up these guys without you being here?
Yes.
Yes. So the fight is over. Right?
Yeah.
So what did you contribute?
Nothing. I guess Baroness.
Nothing.
Great, but that's it.
Yeah, but what we just established, right? Whether you're here or not, isn't this fight already won?
Yeah.
So you contributed nothing. This fight is over. You contributed nothing. The fight is over. Sure, you ult this guy, right? And you like throw him into the wall and shit, but like it didn't matter, bro. The fight was already over. Because what should we have been? We should have been here to start the fight.
Okay, go.
Right here. Walk straight to your haze. See?
Yeah.
You will be here right now. Right?
Yeah.
You will be here. Boom. Benefit of the doubt, you're here now. Right?
Yeah.
Or you're here now. Let's just say you're here now. Still, you're there at the start of the fight, right? But now we're here at the end of the fight, contributed nothing. Doesn't matter if you got an assist or a kill here. You contributed nothing. You might as well have been on this wave or on this wave.
Yeah.
So, that wasn't really a fight, because we could not look at it, because you were not there. Let's look at the next one. Do you win this game?
Yeah, I won.
You do. I mean, I assumed you were winning, but at this point, like, you might as well lose here. Like, it's a complete coin flip, right? I mean,
There's
I know
still
you're
another
ahead.
mid boss.
Yeah, I know you're ahead, but like, it's just the games at this point are very coin flip, so like, there's not really a lot to look at besides like positioning in a fight and shit like that.
Yeah.
Now, we walk into this fight with Spirit Burn, Tank Buster, whatever the fuck the item is called, Spiritual. No, what is this called?
Boundless?
Boundless, right? Boundless Spirit. Rapidity Charge. This. This
Compared
is
to
definitely
them.
not what I would be having on Doorman at this very moment, but this is what we're dealing with.
That's true.
What would be better here to have?
Probably Guardian Asia or Rescue Beam.
Divine Barrier, Rescue Beam, Mystic is the upgraded one with this greater expansion, right? That would be good too.
Yeah. I
Sure.
think that was my next item.
Tank Buster's fine. Like, Tank Buster's fine. I completely like Tank Buster on this guy. I also like these to some extent, but like, bro, you don't have a Rim or something. You're the only support.
Yeah.
You have infinite damage, infinite damage, infinite damage, infinite damage, infinite damage. They don't need your damage, bro. This is good if you have like 2 tanks on your team that does 0 damage and like 1 carry. Sure, then this makes sense, sort of. But I would still have Divine Barrier. Nice, you were here at the start of the fight. You killed Infernus. Where did people die? Where you killed him? Oh, you kidnapped them.
Oh yeah, put him on the walker.
Nice, good shit. That's actually a perfect angle. So, you won this fight because first of all you kidnapped the Bebop and second of all you're there for the Infernus. Good, thumbs up, bro. Thumbs up. First fight we've been in where we've been here on time. Almost. I mean, I could check over here, right, if you're actually here or not while your whole team is doing stuff. And I assume you are. Like, from what I can see on the map, like the map movements of your team, you see? Haze is looking, you're looking. Good. You see? Hayes is looking. You're looking to some
Yeah.
extent. Good. And then you find Bebop. Good. You see, you're doing the exact thing you should have been doing 20 minutes ago. And if you're being nice, 15 minutes ago.
Can go in.
And why this fight was so much easier was because you were there from the start. Now it's a 6v4. So realistically, you're never gonna lose this fight, correct?
Yeah.
So I will just be looking at your aim now.
Okay.
See, like, okay, bro. Once again. Where's the guy? Here. Why the
Front of
fuck are
me.
we looking at this? Sure, you need to flick on that guy, whatever. But look, like even then, right? You use one shot and then you reload it, bro.
Yeah. I don't know why I did that.
Come on, man. Come on. Once again, where are the enemies? They're coming from this direction. Why are we looking right side? It's a small detail, but it matters, right?
Yeah.
Because why would we not, right? Like, people can argue, yeah, but it doesn't matter in this situation. But then I could also just say, yeah, but why would you not? Why would you not just do it, right? You're losing nothing from doing it.
Yeah.
Mid boss 20.
So now we go fucking mid boss or whatever. Hallelujah.
Let's take
Or I mean, personally, since 2 people are dead, I would stay here and try and fight a fight. But I like, if you guys want to go mid boss here, that's fine too.
let's take out
I just don't know why we'd be not fighting here. Well, this is kind of cooked now.
They used every ult from mid.
Can you go mid boss?
Ideally, no. No
Well,
ults.
it's not ideally. Ideally, yes, but you can't, right?
I mean, I guess they also don't have ults except Vissus, Ball, and Apollo ults.
Okay, but can they just walk to it?
Yeah.
Like, can this whole team, like this guy and this guy goes and like regens health and base, and then the other 3 just walks at you while you're doing mid
Yeah.
boss to check if you're on it? Of course they can. Because now your haste is dead, right? This is why I hate this. Here, like, you're doing this. 2 is dead. Why would we not take a fight right now if they invite it? This
Yeah.
guy's inviting a fight right now. 1v6, right? Why are we not taking it? Why are we leaving? Because your haste has the right idea, right? But there's no backup, so now she just dies. And what is also fucked about haste dying here?
No ult. And I guess
Nope.
mid boss.
Yeah, no mid boss. Right? Because now we have to delay. Because now it's a 6v5, right? Would like here. How many souls does she have?
32k souls.
Okay, if we remove 32k from this, what does it say?
Even pretty much.
Yeah, it says 165, right? So
Yeah.
technically you're fighting on even terms now. Because she's dead.
Yeah.
Why would we ever fight? Right? Why would we go mid boss? They're the same souls on us. If this game, where if Haze was alive here, right? Let's just say she was alive. And instead of saying 165, 165, it says 197 and 197, right? Would you go mid boss here?
No.
No, it's the exact same principle. That's why it's so dog shit that she dies here. Because here, right? Dead, dead. How many souls do they have in total? Well, we can just say, realistically, like, easiest way, just remove 60k, right?
Yeah, 102k.
Or 50k, actually. Let's just remove
Yeah.
50k, right? Almost 200k versus 110. Why would we not be fighting? If they invite us. Of course, if they don't invite us, we just leave. But they're legit inviting us to fight. So now the game is fucked. We don't have haste. Now we can't go mid-boss. Unlucky, bro. So now we have to fight 5v6 uneven souls. And long behold, oh my god. It's almost like I called this. But you might still win it. But look, 4 people on your team is dead, bro. Should this...
I played this clean. I played that fight clean.
Yeah, bro, but it doesn't matter. This should never happen in the first place. You just be with your Haze, bro. I don't
Yeah.
give a fuck if you played this clean. This fight should never happen in the first place. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't care about your mechanics, bro. I don't. I mean, to some extent I do, right? But, like, I don't. I want you to win the game. This is not winning the game. This is after your team already lost the game. You somehow managed to come back, right? Now, it's a good skill in order to be able to come back in this situation. Don't get me wrong. But, like, it should not have happened in the first place if we just helped our Haze. Nice, well played, bro. Game still lost. Because what can the enemy team do now? They can just go mid-boss, right?
Nothing. No, they can't. No damage.
You can condemn.
But they have Drifter.
I mean, Drifter, but Silver's ult again.
Yeah.
And I also have
And they can
Baroness.
also just punch it.
Have Baroness
it-
again as well.
Yeah, okay, but then they could be baiting this guy to go in, and then they would just 1v3 him, right? Can they 1v3 him? Of course they can.
Like,
Like,
Hayes is
you-
also respawning. Like, there's no way they can mid.
No, but they could be baiting the mid-boss, is what I'm saying.
I guess that's true. Yeah.
They're low.
They're low, yeah, whatever, bro. Fucking 9, bitch.
Look, they can go.
Okay, but bro, you should not be taking the center here.
Yeah.
What should you be doing here instead of taking the center?
I'll be roaming with my team. Have
Or,
Baroness. Maybe mid boss. Yeah.
or,
Burn.
or.
Push base. Push up lanes. I mean.
Yeah, why would you not just go and one-shot this wave? It takes you legit 3 seconds to do.
Yeah.
Because look here, now it's so fucked, right? You go take this, look at the wave. Somebody has to respond to it. Do you want
Yeah.
your Mirage or your Shiv to go take this? No, it should
I
already
mean,
be
Lash
dead,
is
right?
respawning.
Huh?
Lash respawn.
Yeah, but don't you want your Lash to walk here with your team?
Yeah. I mean, I guess he doesn't have ult.
Sure,
They can't
but
really do that much.
but bro, here, walking to the wave, right? Do we agree we're both on the wave now?
Yeah. 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 Pretty much.
You're on the wave now, right?
Yeah.
You would be here. Maybe in here, right? You would be
Yeah.
putting one bell on the wave, it's dead. Wouldn't this guy just go straight here?
Yeah.
Exactly. But now he has to take a detour, right? All because you want to take a sinner. You see? He has to respond to it, but his team is fighting. His team is fighting, but he has to respond. Because what happens if your team loses this fight? Then they're just gonna push through this, right?
Yeah. And do mid boss probably.
Yeah, and do mid-boss or whatever. Because somebody has to respond. You see? Your team is fighting, he has to take this, all because you wanted to take a sinner.
Can we wait with Errol?
So that's fucking dog shit. But somehow, the enemy Bebop dies. Because he's just terrible at the game. And also, Bebop is a terrible character. I will die on that hill.
Yeah, just drop and go.
And the whole enemy team dies. But wouldn't this fight have been so much easier if my Lash with ult would have been here?
Yeah.
Exactly, right? Good. So, now we just end the game, right?
We drop and then do mid boss. It's on the.
Yeah, you drop to mid-boss, then you go end.
Actually, never mind. There's not even a fight. Or is it a fight? I think there is a fight.
Yeah, but I mean, bro, like, the game is
Yeah,
over.
it's over.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, do you have any last questions?
I mean, you pretty much picked it apart. Actually, I did say something at the end for you, coach.
Huh? What
I
did you
said
say?
at the end of the video, I said, "I hope you're proud of me, coach."
Oh. Well, I'm not, but yeah.
GG. What?
Anyways, any other questions?
Uh,
And the reason why I'm not proud of you, by the way, is because you can do so much better, right? I want you to get good
Yeah.
at the game. I don't want you to be dog shit. That's why I'm
how
not
is your
proud.
game so pixelated? It's just looking like
I have,
the game
I
looks so
think I have
pixelated.
98% scaling.
Oh damn.
Yeah, 99. And then also
Damn.
everything on low. and turned off.
Okay.
That's how. Anyways, any last question?
Probably. I mean, you pick everything apart. I think all my questions are pretty much answered. I guess like I mean positioning is really just like just look at the map, I guess.
Well, yeah,
That's
I
my
mean, but
positioning.
the problem is, right, I would love to look at your positioning in a fight, but like 90% of fights, you're not even there. So I can't really,
Yeah.
right? Like, because I
Yeah.
couldn't be talking about if you're in a fight, okay, how should you positioning as a fighter in Doorman? Well, technically, you should always be close to your carry, right? Because then you can always door them out, and you can always press ult if somebody goes on them, and then you can, like, bell them, right? If somebody goes on them, you can card, right? Like, you legit have 4 abilities that helps you carry. Why would you not be sitting on your carry the whole fight, right?
Yeah.
But you just weren't in any fight, so I cannot show you whether you did it correctly or not. So,
Yeah, I get that.
in a future VOD, I would love for you to not be desynced with your team. That is legit your biggest issue, is you're just desynced. Whenever
Yeah.
your team is trying to do something, you do X, right? Like, instead of
Yeah.
doing X with your team, where you both synced up, you do Y, right? So now X for your team, Y for you, right? Makes no sense. You should be
Yeah.
doing the same thing. And then you're laning. Make it harder for the enemies. For example, if the enemy's already looking at you, shoot a minion that is far away, right?
Yeah.
So then they have to move their camera. Because if you're shooting the minion in front of them, it doesn't take a lot of effort for them, right? Also, try and not line up your last hits with theirs, right? Because if you're lining up your last hits with theirs, then you cannot try and deny them.
Yeah.
And then don't reload so much. And then think about your itemization.
I mean, yeah, just Guardian word and
Yeah,
risk
you should
being.
pretty much be buying Guardian Ward every single game, because it also gives you extra ability range. It literally helps you having an easier time hitting your bell, right? And
Yeah.
a bit more range on your door. And your luggage cart, not on this one. Wait, does it?
Yeah, it does give
and
you
more
more
range
range
on the
on
hold gifts.
fairness.
Holy shit, man. It just does
Yeah, I
everything.
see.
Why would you not buy this? Damn.
I see the vision.
And also, I would get a greater expansion, like, pretty early on most of the games. Of course, I'm not telling you to buy it first item, right? But, like, you cannot be ending the game without greater expansion, is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Because it has so much
if that
value,
happens-
especially if you remember I showed you, like, the door spots for the...
Yeah, for the rifts.
yeah, for the rifts, right? Like, that is so OP if you have this.
Yeah.
And you can't do that without having this. Of course, I'm not telling
And
you on the first
one point indoor. 1 point indoor.
Yeah, and then
Don't
1
forget
point
that.
indoor is like the biggest mistake you had. Always 2 points in bell first, because, like, of course
That's
you
true.
wanna,
Damage.
yeah, you just want damage, right? Because you're winning lane. And again, when you play Doorman, every single lane, you're a poke lane. There's no ifs, ands, or
Yeah.
buts. You're not playing a character where in some lanes you're a poke lane and another lane you're not. For example, Haze can be both an all-in lane and a poke lane. Entirely depends on the other character she's playing with and the character she's playing against. But as Doorman, you're always poking. Always. And you're always putting the door in the same position in lane. It is legit so easy to play your character to some extent, right? Of course, then you need to hit your bells and stuff, right?
Mhm.
But your what is it called? Your checklist in lane is always the same. For other characters, it can differ depending on the character, right? But for Doorman, it's always the same. Always.
Rencontrer simplement et tu n'as rien fait pour